welcome and good evening, everyone. We have a very exciting episode planned for you guys this evening. Kindredless is taking a break, and so is Shadowrun for just one more month. We hope to be back with you the first Friday of next month for a new episode of Shadowrun. But tonight, we decided we wanted to do something special. And it's been a long time since we had a Fit for a Queen series here. So we're bringing you the third installment of Fit for a Queen tonight, live right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful Dungeon Master for the evening, and I've got a wonderful group of goblins here tonight. One of them appears to not have a face. That is utterly frightening right there.
Not again.
Well.
Very good. Very good.
John Cena is joining us.
Yeah, there you go.
Still hard to
Okay. Yeah.
So a couple quick shout outs before we begin. I want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs for allowing us to be affiliated with the channel here. We also want to thank Little Dragon Corp and our good friends over at Cardboard Castle Games. You can type in ! Little Dragon in the Twitch chat. Oh my goodness, Christy's not here to compete with anybody, so now everybody decides they're going to be slow. Look at this. That's
No, I forgot to open Twitch.
I got you, Blitz. Yeah, we want to thank Little Dragon Corp. You got all their cool RPG dice and all those other RPG gear that you can find on that quick link, and you can also type in the coupon code PROBONUS for 10% off. There's also a quick link there to Cardboard Castle Games if you type in !CCG. And you can check out all the really cool stuff that they have as well. And tell them we sent you. So, quick recap. Very quick recap. Fit for a Queen, Episode 1. The group was tasked to find a new hideout for Queen Gum Gum. You guys heard rumors of a windmill with an old man that lived there. So, you ventured off. You killed all the denizens, and you accidentally burnt the thing down. You left the windmill to another place that you heard of, an enchanted forest of beautiful purple flowers with a majestic tower in the distance of the field. You guys encountered a unicorn. You murdered all the denizens, and the place disappeared. You guys are 0 for 2. And that sets us up for our third installment of Fit for a Queen. As you guys took some time to regroup within the goblin camp, the temporary camp, and I'm going to take you guys over in Roll20 to just the map that you guys will recognize. And you'll notice that I have the red dot placed there just outside of Nightstone by the N and the E of Nightstone. That is where the camp is located, the temporary camp. Above our deep forest, you'll see there's a windmill with a green check mark, and it is also on fire. That was the first the first place that you visited. Down in the bottom right hand of the map, you will see a purple glowing majestic tower that has a green check mark next to it. I left it there because just to have it there so you guys could see it, but it is no longer there. One of the places at the very beginning of episode 1 that Rum had mentioned when asking about places that Queen Gum Gum might find is a nice place for a hideout, there was a cave to the north, and if you go to the north of the Forlorn Hills there on your map, you will see there is a cave entrance within the mountains there in the northern side of the map. That is where that location is currently. And at the beginning of that first episode, that was all you guys had to go from, so you guys made those choices. You guys have some moments to settle down with the goblin camp, and Queen Gum Gum actually approached the rest of you and said that she had someone, she was a little disappointed in your performance, and coming back and continuously reporting back that you were able to, locate a place, and then things went bad, yada yada yada, goblin story, things didn't work out so well. She's getting a little frustrated, getting a little impatient, so she decided to introduce a new goblin to your group. In this interesting character, Matt, go ahead and describe what they see as Stab joins the rest of the group.
Well, I look like a goblin. Like goblins do. I am currently carrying, at last count, 26 daggers. You'd never want to run out in a situation where you might need a dagger. And therefore I have all of them covered. Goblin and daggers is pretty much the only defining characteristics of my appearance and/or personality that I think anybody needs to be aware of at this juncture in time. So, yes, thank you. I cede the rest of my time to the representative from New Hampshire. Thank you. Okay.
Fantastic. Well, you guys have been regrouped and have a couple moments to have a little bit of a conversation before you decide to embark upon a new journey to see if you can discover a place that's fit for your queen and as a hideout for the rest of your clan. You're all gathered together. You guys can take it away.
We need something less flammable.
Exactly. The first two places, absolute rubbish. What's
Very
the point
flammable.
of having a hideout that lights on fire every 5 minutes? Come on. So I think that this third option of the caves will be much better for our queen. What do you guys think?
Krug heard there may be shinies in the caves.
All the better.
Well, I had heard a rumor on my way down here, but as the singular criteria for our hideout that we have come up with does seem to be that it's non-flammable, my tip is no good. So, hey, how about some caves? That sounds fun.
That was very helpful.
Krug, I'm going to let you in on a little information. You actually think that your rumor that you heard is different from the caves that Rum originally heard of.
Oh. Krug's caves may be scarier. Fun scary.
Flammable scary?
Anything's flammable if you try hard enough.
Smokable
Challenge
scary.
accepted.
Glorg is just sitting over in a corner, just sort of petting a rather large snake.
What Krug heard about, maybe it's a tube. Shinies.
You know what? We should
Queen
check that
Gum
out.
likes shinies.
I would like to not be murdered by Queen Gum anytime soon, and bringing her back shinies sounds like an ideal way to not have that happen.
Yeah, well, we were on the topic of not getting murdered by the queen. I did want to bring that up with you guys, because from what I understand, you keep failing to find like a hideout, and I have ostensibly been assigned to this group to assist with the part where you find a hideout, but then you don't successfully take it over. And my skill set is extremely limited to stabbing. I am concerned that the queen has overestimated my supervisory abilities in assigning me to this group. And I don't really know what to do about that.
Nobody said we needed a supervisor.
We do need stabbing.
Maybe we need more stabbing.
Well, I can do that.
I'm all for that. But we only need one supervisor, which is the queen.
The strange man made tower burn.
Oh, well, he probably couldn't have done that if he'd been stabbed by 26 consecutive daggers, I bet. All right, well, I have decided that this is exactly up my alley, and I am no longer concerned that I will be a detriment to the team.
I'm glad you feel more comfortable. Right, which one are we going to try? Are we going to try this tomb thing, or are we going to try and look for a cave?
Shiny sounds good.
Shinies. Let's go look for the shinies.
I am a fan of shinies. Hey, just because I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't point it out, because somebody went through the trouble of telling me this rumor, and if I just kept it to myself, that would be a shitty thing for me to do, right? So I did hear from this ogre the other day that there's also somewhere in the swamps to the southwest, there's like a tree house, but there's the whole, we don't want to have a hideout that could be ostensibly burned to the ground. So that's why I didn't mention it before. But if we pass by, if we happen to see anything that looks like a magical treehouse, yeah, apparently the only person that lives there is like a super old lady. And I don't know if you guys know this, but old ladies are super susceptible to being stabbed. So we could take care of that, like, quick. Maybe there's not to argue. I like shinies in the cave and all that. I just thought I should, let you know this way in case we pass like a magical treehouse and somebody's like, "Oh man, look at that treehouse looks magical," and then I was like, "Oh yeah, I know about that," and then you guys was like, "Why didn't you tell us about it sooner?" And I was like, "Well, you said it was gonna burn." I've talked too much, and
I feel like you've already had the whole conversation.
Glorg is now having flashbacks to drinking a weird beverage and burning a tower down. It's just grabbing his knees, just sort of rocking.
Anyway, I like shinies. I just thought I would mention that.
Right. If it's on the way, we'll burn it down, stab the old lady, smoke whatever she's got, and we'll keep on going.
Oh my god. I know you said earlier that we didn't need a supervisor, but I elect you because that's a fantastic plan.
No. I'm not exactly leadership material. I'm just trying not to get killed by our queen.
Fungal fish.
If you guys will look at your map, I've put a few more locations on there based on the rumors that you heard. Oh. So up by the caves, you'll see that there is a kind of like a sarcophagus to the lower Forlorn Hills there. That is the location that you would have gotten Krug from your intel. So that's in this kind of the same direction as the caves. It just kind of veers off a little bit. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner where the lizard marsh is, there's a massive tree placed on the map underneath Daggerford. That is the location of the information that Stab was able to glean from an ogre. So it's definitely not on the way, the tree. So,
well, if I'm reading this map here correctly, they look right next to each other. Should be no problem.
Yeah, I mean, like, I could put my thumb can touch both of them at the same time. We could probably do both things at once if we wanted to.
Right. So let's head first to the bottom of the map, and then to the more top side. Burn this tree down.
I have a question. Were you in Daggerford getting your daggers, and that's where you heard this rumor?
No, but I do hope to retire there someday. It sounds like a lovely place, and I would like to visit it.
Right. Team vote. Where are we going?
To not get killed.
Good. That's a good option. Plan B option. What's plan B? Plan A option.
Nobody has any strong feelings. We could always flip a coin. I do have one left because that was all I was left with after I bought these 26 daggers that I have with me.
Sure. Flip away, Stag. Oh, it's stab.
Okay, so the question is, would goblins understand that a coin only has 2 sides and you have 3 locations?
All right, I'm gonna flip now. Okay, it came up heads.
Wait, we never decided what was what.
Oh, God, balls.
Cut the heads.
Heads is up and tails is down. So heads is shinies.
Heads is shinies.
Mhm.
Yeah, this man, he knows what he's talking about. Right, let's go get some shinies.
Going to get some shinies. Okay, so your group gets your gear together. You do know it'll take you probably a couple days to reach this location. Krug has enough intel to know exactly where he's going, and he seems to be leading the way for the party for this portion of travel. You guys make your way after a few days to the Forlorn Hills, passing through many different lower hill ridges, going across as you're moving east. Eventually, you start to get into more of, I want to say, if you can imagine like the Appalachian Mountains regions, kind of like that. And you're not talking like big rocky mountains or anything like that, but the kind of Appalachian style covered in trees as you make your way to the Forlorn Hills.
Why do I hear banjos?
That's right. Krug, you can go ahead and anybody, if anybody would like to help him, you can make a survival check as you're making your way through.
I'll help him out.
With assistance, you'll have advantage on your check, Krug.
Good.
You seem to be leading this
Oh.
person. An 18? Yeah. You
On all
eventually
fours.
you catch with your wolf awareness that you have, you start to pick up some smells. Smells like human. And then you look down and you see some boot prints in the mud. It seems like there was a group that passed through here, and you're kind of hot on a trail.
Krug remembers a detail. Adventurers had to run away from the tomb. Krug smells humans. Maybe they're coming back.
Clock ready.
Right.
Let's go
What the
quiet.
hell in my hand?
It's gnomish. I borrowed it.
Ooh. I could use some human. Good food. Glom not eat today. Reach out, pets the large snake.
Who's also named Glom Glom. That's awesome.
Let's go quiet.
Grom have 8 fewer legs this time.
Yes,
Oh,
And-
okay.
more teeth.
Oh, useful.
All I'm hearing here is that his pet is more aerodynamic, and I don't know what you're complaining about.
Pet like to stab too.
Fantastic, we will get along swimmingly.
So
Now,
Krug
We go find humans.
Krug made the suggestion to go quietly. Are you guys gonna stealthily approach?
Am
Of
I
course.
physically or emotionally capable of stealth?
You guys,
Yes.
Going places quietly is my second favorite thing after stabbing.
you
So
can.
I'm
You guys,
definitely gonna do
you guys
that.
can roll in Roll20 if you want to. You don't have to. If you want to roll real dice, you'll just have to call out the number that you roll for me.
I want to follow these. I want to follow the tracks to where they're going.
Okay.
Considering D&D Beyond's D20 took about 14 minutes to roll, we're just going to get our real dice, and we're going to do that for the rest of the night.
Okay, that is 16 on the die. What the heck is my stealth?
Glock's not
Ah.
ready.
Glock is physically incapable and emotionally incapable of stealth.
That's a 22 from Glorg.
22? Good.
That's also a 22 for
Oh.
stab.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah,
all did.
coincidental.
You guys all did great, except for Glock. But good thing it was a group check. So the high rolls definitely made up for the low one in the group.
Stab and Glorg ran in front of Glock and just kept putting like soft pieces of carpet in front of his feet every time he took a step.
That's awesome.
You stay step, but I probably just like barrel rolled the entire time. My armor
And
is very
Glom
loud.
up to sort of run up and bounce him back towards us.
So I'll say Stab and Glorg, with your high rolls there, you guys make your way around a bend through some heavy forests. It's pretty dense here, but you're going up a mountainside. It gets pretty steep at times. You're following the trail. It's very easy to follow. It doesn't seem as if these people were trying to hide or mask their footsteps at all. And you notice... Krug, you would notice this too. There's another set of footprints with them that are larger and more rounded. As you
Aminal?
we'll call it a nature check. They get a hint, something reptilian. Yeah, it could be an animal.
I also want to make a nature check.
Okay. If you roll
I
another
like
4.
animals.
Oh,
How about
Oh.
one of those?
Actually, you've actually seen footprints like this before. You think it's
Right.
turtle tracks?
I get down. I lick the little water from the hoof print. It's.
You think it's turtle tracks?
I think it's a total.
Did
They're
it
good
taste
eating.
good?
Have you ever had mock turtle soup?
I have not had that, but I need it.
My
Oh,
sworn
it's
enemies,
delicious. It's
naturally
delicious.
resistant to being stabbed.
Exactly. You gotta get in the seams. They got tiny little chinks in their
And the
natural armor.
crevices.
You gotta pry it apart. We need
Idea.
some butter.
I'm gonna use my little thing to make my my gauntlet that I stole from the thing into a little turret guy,
Okay.
and it's gonna be a tiny turret.
Tiny
I'm gonna
turret.
put it on my shoulder,
Okay.
and it's gonna be a flamethrower turret.
All right. You're bringing back the
Can get in its
flamethrower.
shell.
I have just realized why every place that you guys go keeps burning down. So mystery solved. Good. I have found the common denominator.
I'm
Glory.
gonna lean over towards Glock and get them big words. Get demon?
I think he's not a fan of gourmet cooking.
Oh, that's okay. We give him ramen.
Meh. Or more mushrooms.
Ooh.
That sounds good to me.
Glord, coming around a bend, you do notice something. It seems as if a tree had fallen over and hit the side of this mountain and caused a small rock slide, and in doing so created this opening in the side of the mountain. And that's where the tracks lead to.
And I'm assuming this opening, it like goes into the mountain.
Yeah, it goes into... It almost looks like a natural cave at first. It just looks like an opening there. It looks like when the tree hit, it just broke some of the rocks apart, and behind it, there was an opening.
Krug, is this Rumor Cave?
Is it?
You're pretty sure this is the right location, Krug.
Maybe it's the back door.
Man, go in here. Gotta take his bow off. I'll go in.
Alright.
Do we say hi first?
Like with fire hello or
I
traditional
don't
No,
greeting?
hello.
Yeah, I don't speak man language. I do speak the universal language of stab.
Everyone
I
understands that.
I
speak
man.
common.
I speak man.
Why?
Yeah.
I-
I speak
Man,
common
man,
too.
not,
What a
man had
boring,
to
what a
track
boring
it.
language to learn.
It's
Humans
on
are like,
me.
they're the worst. They're like,
It's
oh, look at
tasty.
me, I'm a human. I do my taxes. Hey, oh, 401k. Hey, does this job come with dental? What a waste of time.
I
Do
just
you know how
realised
good
that
you could get at stabbing in the amount of time it takes you to learn man language?
Exactly. I just realised that I put common on my resume, but I don't actually speak it. It's just I wanted to seem impressive.
Oh,
We can say hello.
Nah,
Nah.
let's just kill him.
just everyone right.
Uh,
Fine.
Krug, here I give, and I'm gonna put the tiny. I'm gonna put. Do you have a hat?
Hat. I'm unarmored.
You're unarmored. Would you like a hat?
You have a hat. I'm unarmed.
Hats are nice.
All right. I'm gonna have my little construct like just be like a gauntlet hat for Krug. Just say the magic word, and it'll work.
What's the magic word this time?
Fire.
Is it the magic word? Oh, fire.
Fire. Yeah.
Dagmar wants to
It'll
start.
work most of the time. Probably.
Dagmar wants to start collecting a few natural plants and mushrooms into a tiny little sachet,
Okay.
so he can light it on fire and it creates a smoke bomb.
Okay. Dagmar's
So,
walking
do I
through
need
the-
to make a roll for that?
No, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of things that you can pick up around here in the foliage. You're just grabbing
Mm.
things off the ground, off of trees, dead vines, and all kinds of
Oh,
stuff, and just starting to wrap them
yeah.
into a ball.
I'll add a nice healthy sprinkling of deer poop.
That's smart.
Make lots of
Everybody
smoke.
knows the best smoke bombs come from deer poops.
Exactly. Right, are we ready to attack these humans?
Absolutely.
Lunch.
All right. Gonna use a little spark of magic and light the fuse on this. I'm gonna put it in my sling and I'm gonna whip it into the area where the humans are.
I think the human's behind the dungeon master.
Sorry.
Get them!
The little tiny ones. We gotta eat them first.
No, they're extremely poisonous before they're ripe. You can't eat the
Yes,
little
that's-
ones.
Oh,
You get very
you-
sick.
squishy and juicy.
I explained to my Star Wars crew last night my issues of my kids wanting to camp out in front of my office door and be as loud as all get out, so it picks up on my microphone into the stream. Yeah, so you're putting the smoke bomb together. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Yeah.
You're putting the smoke
And
bomb
I'm gonna
together.
use my sling
Okay.
and I'm gonna wing it into the human area.
This is like
So
like
you're
a
just gonna-
crevasse into
you're-
like a cave. Is
Yeah,
the idea
it
here?
kind of looks like, as you're getting closer, it looks like a natural cave for the first like 20 or so feet that you can see, and then it's just really dark inside. Like even with your dark vision, since it's outside here, you'd have to like go into the cave, kind of immerse yourself a little bit, and let your vision catch up with you.
Oh,
So the human
Hold
may
on.
be deeper in.
Gonna pull out one of
Hey.
my arrows. rip a little bit of my clothing off, just sort of wrap it around the head of the arrow, look over at Dagmir and Glock. Fire!
Fire.
Holding the arrow out for somebody to light it.
Krug, fire?
Fire!
If you could just like point your head in the general direction of wherever that is, and I'll like use a splash of fire.
Okay.
All right.
As the front of the arrow bursts into flames, just gonna fire it down into the straight path.
In the straight path? Okay.
I
You can see the flaming arrow go flying down into the cave. It looks like it ricochets off of something, and red sparks kind of seem to fly off of the wall where it hits. And then your arrow just kind of comes to a rest, and you can see there's a single flame just glowing a little bit down there, a little bit farther.
Oh. No man yet.
Have I used my sling yet?
I don't
I don't know.
think you have.
My
did you
intention
wanna-
was hopefully to try to cut you off
Was-
before you did it.
Was this a perception check, Stab?
Yes,
Is
I'd
that-
like to.
okay.
I want to see
Yeah.
if he shot a flaming arrow into maybe their camp. So I'd like to see if I can hear with my goblin ears
Wait,
the sounds of anybody.
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
A 10 on the dice, and my perception is +2, so a 12.
You're listening closely. You don't hear anything close, but you hear something sound like it breaks, like something fell down and shattered and echoed through the cave from farther in.
Okay.
You want, I guess you want to go in and see if we can catch them off guard.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
learned nothing from this exercise.
Plus, we need to go get Krug's arrow.
Oh, that's very important. Okay.
Yeah, let's go. We go.
Is
into
anybody offended if I take point? Being extremely stealthy is also my specialty.
Yeah, you be the point of the spear or the dagger.
Very good. I like dagger references. I don't know this. I don't know the team dynamic of all everybody's. I don't know what this group of super friends is bringing to the table here. I don't want to step on any toes. But I will happily take point, and then I will pull out a couple of daggers, and I will try to stealthily move about like 20 feet or so ahead of the main group as we make our way forward.
Okay.
Do
You
a
can
little
make
reconnaissancing.
yeah, you can make a stealth check. If anybody else would like to make
Oh,
stealth
boy.
checks, we'll go ahead and re-roll our stealth checks from before, as you guys are making your way into
Doing
the
the same
cave.
thing,
now.
yeah,
Well-
gonna follow probably about 25, 30 feet behind Stab.
Okay.
Bow out the entire time, glom right beside me.
Okay.
I will be in the general vicinity of Glorg. Ah,
Ooh. 23!
23. How'd you do there?
I was looking at
Stab?
my dice, but it seemed like Jason did something terrible to himself.
Yeah,
I did.
saw agony.
I found the corner of this thing behind me with my
Ooh.
elbow.
Ooh.
It's
Ouch.
between
I
That's
have
why you're
a
not
I have a
so stealthy.
15 stealth.
15. Okay.
my stealth was a 9.
9. Okay.
19 for mine.
18. Okay. So Stab, the way this is laid out, it seems like the first 20 to 30 feet as you enter is natural cave, and it's really tight. Like, it's only like at the most 5 feet wide in places. It's real. The rigid rocks are kind of sticking out and protruding in different areas. It looks completely natural. But then as you get to a part where Glorg's arrow kind of hit and just deflected and just dropped down, it was only about like 30 or 40 feet in when this arrow hit and just stopped. It seems like the natural cave turns a little bit, and you can see that there is a torchlight ahead, flickering torchlight, and it looks like worked stone. It turns into like from natural cave to worked stone, and you can see that there's these elegantly designed pillars that seem to be ancient and weathered. and there's a set of stairs that leads down about 20 stone steps. It leads down about 20 to 25 feet, and it looks like it opens up into some kind of chamber underneath a stone archway.
And the torchlight's coming from down there.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'd like to try and just like put the arrow out.
Okay.
So that's not making extra light. I'm just gonna like
Yeah.
kick some dirt onto it a little bit,
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
and I'll move up to like the top of the stairs off to like one side of them, so that I can sort of like peek down this staircase.
Okay. Peeking down, it looks like you can see the torchlight is illuminating a chamber. It looks like there's some kind of structure, a round structure in the center of the room. It might be a fountain or the base of a statue or something. But you can't see, like, because of the way your perspective is looking down the steps and the arched door, you can't really see above, like, where like a foot or an ankle would be for a statue or something.
Okay. It's pretty quiet from down there. I don't hear a bunch of people like shuffling about.
Make another perception check as you get a little bit closer.
Oh, that's going to be a real nice natural one. I'm going to give you a grand total of 3 for my perception check.
Unfortunately, as you're trying to listen in really closely, Glock coming in, just what would cause Glock to give Stab such problems being able to listen in with his 9 on his stealth check as he's coming into this cave?
He has aggressive gas. And he probably just was trying to sneak a little too hard and like let a little one rip.
You're listening really close, and all of a sudden you hear echo in the cave a little
Put out the flaming arrow. Hope we don't be dead right now.
Glock was standing right next to you when he let that loose.
It was Grum.
Just sort of turns and looks at the rear end of this massive 10-foot long snake. Back over you.
Since I've gleaned no information of any use, I will just wait where I am until the others catch up to me.
Oh yeah, they catch up to you, and they can see the same thing that you see.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, I just thought if Captain Rumbleseed over here wanted to clean the tank out a little more before we get his phone.
Look, we're all adults here. There's just some frogs lying around on the floor. He must have stepped on one of them.
Oh, that sounds accurate.
That frog smelled like breakfast.
Okay, gross.
Dude, for me, I got promotion.
Where?
You said captain.
Captain? No. We're gonna cap the next guy we see. That's yeah.
Oh,
I see one.
I thought we were gonna stab him. I'm just gonna turn where he points and shoot.
Are you gonna fire?
He said he saw somebody, so I'm gonna turn wherever he points and just fire an arrow.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Because I imagine that we're on the top
I was
of these
vaguely
stairs.
gesturing. Yeah, I was vaguely gesturing at like where the lamp was.
This isn't an exact representation. This is just an image that I thought would kind of fit the mood. So
Very cool.
Sorry, I thought it was the.
I blame whichever one of you said I see one. That's a one.
I said nothing of the sort.
The arrow only travels about 15 feet until it hits the ceiling, And then the arrow just deflects down and rolls down the steps. But then you hear
No, man.
downstairs.
Sorry, false alarm.
What was that? Did you hear that?
I hear one.
I'm gonna. If we could hear it clearly, I'm gonna pull an oil flask off my belt, and I'm gonna get ready to throw it.
Okay. Ready in a throw action? Okay.
Same.
Is
same
there a
with my
torch near us?
There's a torch on the wall, and there's also a,
there's a
fire
torch.
turret on Krug's head.
There's a torch down in this chamber that you haven't gone down into yet. You guys are still on the top of the stairs.
Oh. Aim me a torch. I'm gonna grab an arrow out, wrap a little bit of cloth over it, and aim my arrow right at that torch.
Yeah, you can't see a torch. You just see torch light. You can see like the
Oh, I
flickering
see torch
of it.
light. Okay,
Yeah,
that
you don't
is-
see an actual torch. You just see the glow from one. What you assume is
Okay,
one.
that won't help.
Yeah, as soon as I see a non-goblin, I'm just gonna throw the oil flask at it.
Okay. All right.
If there's something come up to investigate.
You guys.
Yeah, so
go.
I was like SWAT team style hiding on the other side of that archway, and I'm immediately going to move back to where the rest of the group are.
Okay.
Because though I have just met Glock in this world, I feel like on a spiritual level I do know him good enough to know that I am at all times in immediate bodily danger of being splash damaged by some sort of a Molotov cocktail style thing. Just like two souls sort of in the ether. My spirit to his. I feel like I need to be careful about him lighting me on fire with a flammable liquid. So I will move away from
I've
my.
heard of Molotov. I think he was a famous goblin bartender.
Absolutely. So yeah, you guys start to notice a long silhouette of a humanoid individual. It's walking closer to this arched opening down the steps. It seems like the torchlight must be behind them, and it looks like they're slowly creeping towards the archway. And you can see glowing in the light and where the silhouette's headed to is Glorg's arrow sitting on the floor at the base of the archway. And that silhouette just keeps getting longer. You can see it's like the top of the head silhouette, like pointed down, like it's coming right towards the arrow.
Okay, for the love of God, please don't light me on fire when I. Okay, and I'm gonna go back to where I was.
So you're gonna run down
I'm like,
the
this
steps?
is the what? This is the.
I have
I'm
an
like,
idea.
no, I'm going back to like if he's coming to where that arrow is, I'm going like on the other side so that when he gets the arrow, I can jump out and put both my daggers in his neck.
Okay, so you would have to be going down the steps because right now I imagine. Okay,
Oh,
so,
I see what
so
you're saying.
here's the stairs. You guys are all up top. Down the stairs, there's an archway opening, and it looks like he's approaching that opening, and the arrow is down there.
I have really bad idea. Should I do it?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna open his water flask, take a little sip,
Oh boy.
look down, and in common,
Okay.
calling out as best as he can manage to. Help, my father's hurt. Help me.
How did you do that with your voice? It's disgusting.
It really hurt.
Ugh,
Glorg,
gross.
That you.
Glorg, because you're a goblin, please make a deception check with disadvantage.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That's a 12 and a 15 on the die. Let me see what I've got here for deception. It's a 12.
12. Okay, I'm gonna make a roll. I'm gonna make it a hidden roll.
A BS roll. Let's see through the BS.
That's a 92. He sees right through you.
All of a sudden, the silhouette retreats very quickly. And you just hear a little bit of footsteps, almost running. But you don't hear a sound after that.
I think he bought it.
He's deathly afraid of human ladies. It's a feeling that I can understand, but we should probably go chase these people and kill them now, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the oil flask back, and I'm gonna take out my pistol, and let's run them down, I guess.
So you guys are headed down to where the direction that you saw them take off to. Okay. Who's leading the
Glor's
charge?
gonna jump over onto the back of the back of Glom Glom and start riding the snake down.
Gosh. What's the marching order here? Who's the first to lead the way?
I feel like Glock is a very middle of the back person.
I'd probably, if we're going full attack, I'll be near the front or the front. I'm not afraid.
Krug, you want to go front?
I'll be number 2.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'm probably like a front-ish to immediately like peel off to a side as soon as we get out of the staircase into like a wider area
Okay, I'll put stab as 3 and maybe
to go like flank
maybe
around.
Have Glock 4 and Krug 5 or Glug 5. Glurg. I can't say anybody's name tonight.
Cougar.
Yeah, goblin names.
That's my cousin.
All right,
Or
Krug.
Glock can just hop on the back of Glom Glom and ride along.
I was gonna say
Yeah, there
that
you
is
go.
absolutely happening in case it's possible.
Yeah, that's
I-
right along on the back of a snake. Very cool.
just like
The other one with
just
an
ready to
arrow.
go.
Oh, an arrow.
Nice. So
2 goblins
Krug,
and a snake roll into a bar.
I'm guessing Krug are you just like sprinting after this person?
Yeah.
Like taking off?
Two-hand axes.
2-hand axes out with your goblin rage. You're coming down. You can see as you go into this, it opens up into a larger chamber, and there is a massive weathered sculpture of a dwarf in the center of the room that looks like there used to be a fountain here, but it's been dried up since. The dwarf is holding this war hammer in its hand and a shield proudly, and is wearing it looks like some kind of ornate plate mail armor or something like that. And beyond it, you see there's a large door that leads out and more steps down, and there are 2 open archway doors to your right and left. This person was going to the left, and there is a brazier that has a flame lit on that left side, where the door you think they went to. Okay, so you're charging in full steam.
Well, I don't want to be too far ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah,
I'm assuming everybody's just running behind you.
yeah we're all.
We're on the snake train, so like
Yeah, it's
the snake train is
The snake is just
The
like
snake is
pushing everybody
faster.
forward.
You are.
Okay.
Yeah, the snake's got a 30-foot movement and a 30-foot swim speed if we end up in the water.
Okay. So, Krug, you run into this room, and it looks like it's crowded with a bunch of things. It looks like it's kind of dark, but you guys can see in the dim light a little bit as you head in. And as soon as you run into the door, all of a sudden you hear "Ah!" And guys were hiding on either side of the door and are trying to drive spears into you immediately as soon as you cross the
Okay.
threshold. So I'm gonna roll these, and actually 2 people jump up from behind old, what looks to be like old boxes and wooden or metal, not metal, but I guess like stone boxes that seem to be opened and things like that. These 2 guys with bow and arrows kind of pop up, and they start firing arrows at Dagmar, since he's the one right behind you. So they're gonna get a quick attack against you guys before we roll initiative. So those of you who would like to get your initiative rolls ready, we're going to do that as soon as this happens. So here comes the first spear attack.
I get a 19.
Is that what your armor class is?
Yep.
Okay, so here comes the first spear attack with 2 hands. A 19.
Okay. Okay.
You take 2 piercing damage from the first one. And the other one misses. So because the one hit you, it kind of moved you out of the way, and the second strike missed. Now these 2 arrows come flying towards Dagmar. The first one is only an 11. I think that'll miss.
No,
It goes flying over his head.
it's not going to do it.
Second one is a 15.
That will hit me, yes.
All right, that's going to do 5 piercing damage as it sinks into your shoulder, Dagmar. And let's see if
Ow.
well, don't think I'm gonna be able to. We don't have any tokens. I guess we could.
We can make it functional. Just drag your little blue guy over.
Yeah, do you guys want to drag a blue? Yeah, drag a little blue guy over there.
Where do you drag the blue guys from?
If you go to your I guess I'll call it the newspaper page, the second category.
Yes.
And then
You
just
click
drag
on the name and drag it over.
Yep.
Yeah, you should
So,
be able to
so you
click on
can
it.
click on it. Roll initiative. Does that work?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna switch it over to what I
I
rolled.
wonder if it'll let me do it without having tokens.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah, you could manually add everybody on there.
Okay.
Which one's initiative?
When you open up the character sheet, it actually says initiative on it.
Man, that's a little terrible.
Oh, sorry. My computer froze, and that's why it didn't go through. So my first one was 11, if you want to do it
Yeah.
that way.
Mine was a 17.
All right.
Rolled a 21.
Let me get these guys added here real quick, and then I'll add the rest of those.
Which one of us rolled a 21 for initiative?
Me.
Oh, okay.
I say I accidentally rolled a 22, but that was after I rolled a 17. So
I rolled an 18, and I have a +3 to my initiative.
Oh, very nice. I got a +4, but I only rolled a 15.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, how about this, folks?
so-
I'm going to bounce this out to the people while Michael's getting this set up, just because I don't have any idea. For the, if anyone knows, for the Ranger's pet, you add your proficiency bonus to its saving throws and stuff. Does that include, do you add the proficiency bonus to its DC for, if if its attack requires a saving throw?
Why don't I have?
I don't think that would be the case. I think it's I
That
think
is a
I think you
good
only
question.
get the defensive, not the offensive.
Oh no, they changed it.
Oh.
So reading it on D&D Beyond, it just doesn't mention saving throws. I add my proficiency bonus now to any attack roll I make, any damage roll I make, to its AC. It's insane.
Oh wow. Okay.
For some
So
reason, I
this
did
is
not
for
add-
Ranger's Companion.
Yeah, so it says add your proficiency bonus to beast's AC, attack rolls,
Attack
damage
rolls,
rolls,
damage
as well
rolls.
as any saving throws and skills it's proficient in.
Right.
Its hit point total equals whatever it is, or 4 times my ranger level, whichever is higher.
Okay. Do I have? Does it look like I
That's
have?
what I got
everybody on
here
there?
in the PH.
Looks like I've got everybody.
I am Glock. Yes.
Is that?
Yeah,
looking
there are 2 people I can't see who they are. The 21 and
There's-
the 18. but
Yeah. There's
beyond that.
21, 19, 18. I can't tell who they are.
That is strange.
21 is
Oh,
me.
the 19 is me.
That's weird because I actually changed it to be like everybody should be. It should be visible to all players because of the way I
Yeah.
adjusted everything.
Yeah,
Okay,
I see
n-
Glock, Krug, Turtle, Guard, Scout.
Okay, well,
Same.
I'll just let you guys know. Stab is up first.
Okay, I see all of us. So we've entered the room. 2 guys jumped out from behind some boxes.
2 guys are
Uh,
trying to
okay.
shish kebab Krug there, right at the doorway, and then probably about 20 feet in, you can see two guys, a male and female, have jumped up and have shot arrows towards Dagmar.
Okay, so there is ostensibly somebody within 5 feet of one of my allies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm going to I'm gonna get to one of the 2 guys that jumped out with the spears, I guess.
Okay. Sure.
Right, because we basically came in, we Or I guess, okay, hang on. I'm a very visual goblin. We're all in the room, right?
Imagine
has peeled into another room and got stabbed.
Imagine you guys are all in a line, running into a room with a statue. You turn left to run into the next room, and as soon as Krug ran in, bam, this all happens. So you're
the door
not
to the second
technically
room is
in
where
the
the two-
room
the two
yet.
spear guys
yeah,
have.
they were in the second room, hiding, waiting
Okay.
for this to take
So
place.
those are the guys I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go
Okay.
towards one of those guys, and I am going to attempt to stab.
Okay.
Okay. That is going to be a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Since they are engaged, I can sneak attack them. So that is going to be... six base damage plus... an additional 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
This one that missed, Krug, you kind of run up past Dagmar and push his elbow up just the slightest bit with the momentum of his missed strike, and you just backhand kind of drive the dagger up through like his rib cage and through a gap in his chain shirt.
Oh.
And you can hear him go, oh, and he falls to a knee. He's still up, but he looks extremely injured.
Oh, you shouldn't have fallen down, buddy. That puts you right in neck stabbing range. I'd like to use my bonus action to make an attack with my offhand dagger.
Sure, you can.
Offhand dagger rules.
In D&D Beyond, you can set it as an offhand weapon. Or just
Your attack bonus, but not your damage.
Well, you get to
I
roll.
get my
it's
attack
just,
bonus. I don't get my.
It would just be the dice roll. It won't be. You won't get the plus
no to hit
whatever for
bonus.
the no to hit bonus. Yeah.
I thought it's only on
Gotcha,
the damage.
okay.
No, it's only on the damage.
That's
you
what I
don't
thought
add it.
too,
Yeah,
but
yeah, you get your 2 hit bonus,
Yeah.
but on the damage it's just. the
Oh,
die.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, then my to hit is a. Is a 15.
Unfortunately, you go to strike the neck, and there's some extra plating around the neck that you weren't anticipating.
Ah, neck armor, my
Yeah,
nemesis.
And it glances
Damn it.
right off of the armor with a few showers of
Son
sparks.
of a bitch.
But he's in a bad way. You can see like blood is starting to drip out of his mouth a little bit from the impact that you made. Doesn't look very good for him. I think that'll end Stab's turn with all his
That
actions
does end my
there.
turn.
Bring us to Glorg, who you're still kind of in front of the statue out there when all this took place. You just saw Stab just take off into the room.
Muted man.
There we go. How far to get up to this doorway where everything seems to be happening?
About 15 feet from where you guys are.
Oh, okay. So, going to tell Glom to move up to the one that Stab was going to deal with.
Okay.
And to go up and take a bite out of him.
Okay.
And as he gets about 10 feet up there, I'm gonna hop off the back.
Okay. All right. Sure. So Glom heads ahead and is going to try to bite this guy.
Yep.
All right, make it.
And basically he's gonna try to curl around to try to flank him with
If he does that, he's
Stab.
going to provoke an attack of opportunity against the other spearman. Because he's going to be going around the other spearman to get to the back of this guy. And that spearman's probably going to try
Okay.
Also,
poke at him.
I'll let him hold back.
Glock is still riding the snake, so
Yeah. So
if you want to let that happen, like big ass snake will come in with a goblin with a gun on top of it.
Glom has reach. So Glom will pull up to 10 feet away and then just basically come up and try to bite over everybody then.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll for Glom.
I don't know. This might not. No, that's a 16.
16 just hits. It's just the number.
Okay.
He didn't have snake bite armor, did he?
No. He's too busy worried about the goblin. He didn't even see the snake coming over the top.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and he's gonna need to make a Constitution saving throw. As big ass snake has big ass poison bite.
Roll your damage first because I don't think it's gonna matter.
Okay, so that is 8 points of piercing damage and 12 points of poison damage.
So Stab, you're kind of discouraged for a split second as your dagger is deflected from the armor, and then this guy's head just disappears, and you just see the lower part of a snake's jaw basically swallow this dude's head.
Just as I planned it.
And the body just goes limp, the spear falls to the floor. And now the snake just has him in his mouth.
And I'll remove 2 daggers from my inventory.
We're just gonna look over his shoulder real quick and clock. Good supervisor.
Oh, the snake's in charge now.
Then gonna hop off the snake.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it? Okay. That'll bring us up to...
It takes my action to have him attack, so...
Right, gotcha. Dagnir, you're up next.
Right, I want to take my stink bomb that I made, light it on fire,
Okay.
and put it in my sling, and hook it, right at those dastardly humans what shot me with an arrow.
Okay, go ahead and make we'll call this a dexterity attack roll. As you go to fling it with your sling across the room.
Well, I've got a sling. I don't understand.
Yeah, I think if you just click your sling, it shouldn't just roll for you.
Oh, right. Okay. Did that work? Yeah, a 10.
10? Yeah, the sling goes flying across the room. You can see it hit the back of the room and fall down, and you can see the smoke is starting to fill that lower chamber. It starts to obscure the area a bit back there, and you can hear some people starting to cough. And then you hear this low kind of cough back in the corner. And this massive turtle stands up who was hiding in the back corner and is just coughing just the slightest bit. And it looks like the other 2 individuals, the other 2 humans, are just like coughing at this nasty poop-smelling smoke that seems to be filling the back part of the chamber.
Yes, that's right, folks. We just flaming poo bagged.
You totally did.
Goblins.
You have a bonus action or movement that you'd like to do?
I want to start moving towards that big dumb turtle.
Okay. It'll take all your movement to get over there, but you can move there. But now you're in the smoke too?
That's all right. I was born in the smoke. I was raised in the smoke.
So what I'm going to say is everybody in the smoke that is heavily obscured now. So any attacks made against those individuals are going to be made at disadvantage.
Any of my attacks?
Any of yours or any of... if they're attacking out of it, they can't see either. So they would have disadvantage as well. All right, Dagmar's turn ends, bringing us... unless you got a bonus action that you wanted to use.
No, that's a lot.
That's it? Okay. Glock, you're up.
Glock, when he sees the turtle come out, he's gonna get really wide-eyed and be like, "Snoop!" And he's gonna pull his instead of trying to gun it down, he's gonna pull the oil flask and just wing it at the turtle.
Okay. It is heavily obscured past the smoke. So it's really hard to see in there. You got an idea where the turtle is, but you're still going to be making it a disadvantage.
That's fine. So that is just a thrown.
Yeah, just
Dex
thrown.
check.
Yeah, Dex check. Yeah.
Straight Dex check. I don't know if that rolled. It did not.
I haven't seen anything pop in there yet.
I threw an 11.
For an 11?
Yeah.
You can see this bout of flame hit the wall in the back of the room through the smoke. Kind of makes this massive orange glow for a moment, and you can see some flame kind of licking the wall a little bit now in the back. You're not sure if you made contact or not.
Okay. And then I'm gonna look over at Krug, and I'll say, magic word! And hope he's facing the other surviving spearman, and use my bonus action to flamethrower.
Okay, perfect. I think that's a dexterity saving throw, right?
It has to make a DC 13 dex saving throw or take half.
Okay, that's only gonna be a 10. Fails.
Oh boy. Where are you? Come on, where's the 2d8?
Whoa.
Krug, were you facing the guard that stabbed you?
I would assume,
the-
unless.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, because yeah.
Unless you calling his name made him turn around and look at you, in which case.
In which case, I got hit by the damn flamethrower.
Basically, the flamethrower goes off and consumes this spearman. A light ignites on fire, and you hear this individual scream and run out of the room towards the fountain that doesn't have any water in it. Tries to jump into the fountain.
No.
It jumps in there, and you just hear, "Ah! Goblins!" And then nothing. And now it just smells of poop and burning flesh.
This place might not make a bad hideout after all.
I'm hungry.
We're testing for Queen Glom Glom.
I think that's the end of Glock's turn.
Yup.
That brings us to
He just
Krug.
made us lunch.
All right. So the
Seems-
rest of the foes are all in that cloud, right?
Yeah, they're behind some stone crates and boxes back there, and looks like you can hear some coughing, and
Okay.
Dagmar ran right
can I
into the
get up
cloud of
there?
smoke.
Yeah. Am I able to run into the cloud?
Oh,
Do I have
yeah,
enough
absolutely.
Range here.
Yeah, it's only within like
Okay,
25
I am
feet of
absolutely
you.
in.
Yeah.
Cool. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna fly into a rage. Ah!
Okay.
In which case, now the wolf is active. So any friends get advantage on melee attack rolls to creatures within 5 feet of me that are hostile to me.
Okay.
Oh, you and I are gonna be great friends for the rest of the night. I didn't know that was in the building you had. Oh boy!
Yeah.
Oh, Stan's
Yeah.
sticking close to you, buddy.
So
And
you
then
guys
I'm
hear
just gonna
Krug
listen-
howl like a wolf in this chamber as he gets mad and just disappears into the smoke. So-
And if I hear any humans coughing, I'm just gonna swing at where they are with a reckless attack.
Okay, so basically it's just gonna be, so you have disadvantage because of the smoke, so it's gonna balance it out and it's gonna be a regular roll. So I wouldn't use a reckless attack unless you really want to, because it's just gonna be a wash.
Well, otherwise I'd have disadvantage. I'd have disadvantage if I didn't right.
Well, oh yeah, you would. Yeah, it'll balance it out and it'll be a regular roll.
Yep. So
That's what you
doing
wanna do,
hand
okay.
axe.
Hand
Ugh,
axe.
that's a late.
14, let me check, that might be enough. That hits.
Oh yeah.
These guys don't
And
look
I
like
am
they're wearing
raging.
as heavily. They're not as heavily armored as the spearmen were.
Gotcha. That's 7 damage. 7 damage.
7 points of damage. Nice. Yeah, you drive a hand axe into this individual. They're in the middle of coughing, and you catch them off guard and drive the hand axe into their side. They teeter back just the slightest bit, and it looks like they're reaching for a sheathed weapon at their waist.
And turn.
All right, our turtle friend is gonna go, and is hearing something like running up to it, like approaching it drastically. Let me double check if it can cast this. That you can see. Can't see. Oh, that smoke is gonna kill.
Dagmir, clutch game here.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to cause the most chaos possible.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, so as this turtle begins to panic, you hear this strange language emerge from his mouth, and he starts to like fight through the coughing and the smoke to get out some incantations. And all of a sudden, this loud, thunderous bang echoes out from him, out around the vicinity. So each creature within a 15-foot cube originating from him, so he's going to shoot it straight out. So that means it's going to hit Dagmir, it's going to hit Krug, and it's going to hit the other individual that Krug is combating right now, because they are within range. So I need you guys to all make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Alrighty. Oh no, I got an 8.
Oh, that guy passed.
That's a 12.
E.
12 and an 8. Okay, let's see. All right. You guys needed a 12 to succeed.
Oh, wow.
So, at Dagmar, you're going to take half damage, and you're not going to be pushed. The total is 9 thunder damage.
So that would be 4.
Before, that's right. And Krug, you're actually pushed 10 feet past the individual you were in combating with. You bump into him, and they kind of like slide across the dust on the floor as this loud, thunderous echoes throughout the chamber. And it echoes throughout. Like, you can hear it like echoing down the halls. It carries on for another 300 feet. So that happens, and the turtle's going to use its movement to try to actually run out past Dagmar and like head towards the doorway a little bit. So Dagmar, it's going to run out of your range if you'd like to make a quick strike.
I would. I'd like to hack at its big, stupid legs with my scimitar.
Okay. You have disadvantage because it's hard to see. It's heavily obscured.
$15 and a 23.
Fortunately, a 15 deflects off of his turtle shell. You don't think you made a good impact.
Kriznak.
That ends the turtle's turn, bringing us
So he moves how far away from him?
you can't tell. He ran by you and he disappeared into smoke. You're just seeing
Am
smoke
I still
all
in the
around.
smoke, or did I get pushed out?
No, you're still in the smoke too, because you're in the back of the room still, where all the smoke is located.
Gotcha.
Okay, this individual that is engaged with you, Krug, is going to come up to you and try to make can make 2 short sword attacks against you, but both will have disadvantage because of the smoke. Actually,
Well, he nets out normal because I'm reckless.
yeah,
so
normal. So normal
he's
attacks, an 18 to hit.
that would not hit.
So then a 15 won't either. So,
Right.
Unable to see you, you dodge out of the way through the smoke. You can hear the strikes coming. Dodges out of the way. The other individual is in the smoke, moves out of the smoke, and then is surprised by all the grouping of goblins standing there, and freaks out, panics for a moment, and reaches for 2 short swords, gets them out, and the closest individual to him is, let's roll this dice. It is Glorg. Attacks you twice with a short sword. That's an 8 and a 13. Glorg is able to dodge out of the way, and the sword kind of clanks on the stone floor.
I want to go eat your friend. Already barbecued.
That brings us to Stab.
Okay. So how many guys do I see now?
You see one guy standing next to Glorg trying to stab him. and you can hear commotion happening in the smoke about 10 feet to your right.
Okay. I don't see the turtle yet?
You don't see the turtle yet.
Okay.
You can see silhouettes moving
or
around
not
in the
the other
smoke,
side
but it's
of
hard to tell, like, who's who.
Hmm. Alright. Can I get past the guy who's attacking Glorg without him trying to kill me?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna leave that guy alone.
Okay.
Because much like my fellow compatriot, I also was born in the smoke. And like a stealthy little sneaky boy, I am gonna use my bonus action to hide as I move into the smoke.
Okay.
And I take out 2 new daggers since the 2 that I already used have been used up now.
Okay.
So I take my bonus action to hide. So that is that's a 19 on my stealth there to hide in the smoke.
Okay, yeah. And you can see a form.
and-
It's running towards you. It's a pretty massive form as you're kind of slinking into the smoke.
I'm more interested in any form that is near a form that is maybe yelling and frothing from the mouth. With 30 feet of movement, am I able to get into like a flanking position with anybody near one of my allies?
30 feet of movement.
Because Krug is fighting a guy, right?
Yeah, you could get to the guy that Krug's fighting. You can hear commotion happening back there. You can hear combat taking place. So you could get there within that range and kind of hiding, slinking behind some of these stone boxes and other things that are lying around. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I disappear into the smoke as if I was a ghost on the wind, and then I just like rise up from behind the guy fighting Krug, and I'm gonna attack him with my dagger. Oh my god, it's a crit.
It's a crit.
It's a natural 20.
Natural 20. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh boy.
I don't think it's gonna matter, but you
Okay.
can roll it.
And it's that's maximum damage on the dice. So plus my sneak attack.
Doubling all your dice.
That's
So far-
20 points of piercing damage.
Krug, you can't see very well, but in the midst of your rage, you see all of a sudden this other goblin form seem to coalesce out of the smoke over this individual's shoulder behind you. And then all of a sudden its
Ghost?
eyes just go wide in the midst of the smoke. And slowly the body just falls down in front of you, and Stab has both these daggers like sticking into his back.
I whisper in his ear as he dies. That's why they call me Stab.
I believe that will end Stab's turn. Bring us to Glorg.
Yeah, that doesn't my turn.
Is Glock still riding the snake?
Yeah. I never got on the snake.
Hilarious.
Enjoy your trip. Glock's gonna look over the snake and say,
Okay, now go. Find a big one, make the soup.
and I'm gonna send it in to attack the turtle.
Okay, it goes into the smoke.
Does it have blind sight?
Yes, it has blind sight.
Okay. The smoke doesn't seem to bother Glom Glom. As it ends into the smoke. Go ahead and make your attack roll against the turtle. It seems like the turtle was shocked to see this snake coming right into the smoke as he was trying to run out of it.
Okay, that's not dirty 20.
20 hits.
Okay. Needs to make a DC 11 con save.
DC 11 con save. Oh boy. Just makes it with an 11.
Oh, okay. That takes half the poison damage. That's going to be 9 points of piercing damage and 12 poison damage, half down to 6.
Jeez. Yeah, Glom just took a big chunk out of that turtle, driving its fangs into its flesh. You can hear it kind of call out in pain in the midst of the smoke. Anything else?
And then let me just make sure I am going to. I can do this. Bonus action, disengage, and nope. I'm going to the fountain. I'm running back out the door.
Oh, you're running out the
away
door?
from the guy right in front of me.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm running out the door towards the fountain.
Gotcha. Towards the fountain. You got it.
Not your takeout.
You see nothing.
Dagmar, it brings us up to you.
Right. How high would you say the ceiling in this chamber is?
15 feet?
Perfect. Dagmar is going to use his wild shape to transform himself into a giant owl.
Okay. Can you use creatures that have fly speed at this level?
I forget.
I think it has to be level
No.
8.
You're right. Instead, I will look at the list again for a moment.
You got it, yes.
Stolen.
Giant poisonous. Oh wait, that is swim speed. You might be able to do swim speed at level 4.
I think you can do swim speed at level 4.
It can. I don't think it counts as
Right.
swim speed, even just because it has swim speed because it's a terrestrial creature. It just happens to be amphibious.
What on earth is a stench cow?
That sounds like something a goblin would turn into, is what it is.
Exactly.
Stench cow?
What the heck?
I
It
believe
is.
that is Bolo's Guide to Monsters.
That is what it says.
It is an ugly pig cow with like
Yeah.
loose flesh.
I like it.
Is it considered a beast?
I'm gonna turn it into a stench cow.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
beast. It
I nearly
is
took it as my pet. It's a legit.
Okay, so
challenge rating of 1-4. Well within my means.
okay, so you are now a stench cow.
What is that ability?
Right. So, stench cow it is.
I gotta look this up.
And how far away is this turtle from me now?
Turtle's probably about 20 feet away from you.
Perfect. I'm gonna charge.
Okay. Sure.
If the cow moves 20 feet, hits it with a gold attack.
Deal extra damage.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm gonna charge him and I'm gonna gold him.
Okay, you do have disadvantage because of the smoke, even in your beast form. 'Cause
Did you stay?
it doesn't seem to have any special senses like True Sight that would help you there.
That's fair enough.
Mhm.
So first I'm gonna charge for 8 piercing. And then I'm gonna gold him.
I think you have to do the gore first, and if it hits, it does the extra damage.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. So you got an 18,
How about
on the
18?
first. So you made with disadvantage, so you got to roll again and take the lower.
right. You're correct, sir.
Oh,
That's 18.
18 still hits.
Right. So that's 6 piercing and 8 for the charge damage.
So 14 total.
That's right.
So all of a sudden,
I'm going right underneath the turtle's legs where the seam of the shell is.
And you drive it in, you can feel the shell begin to separate under your horns, and the turtle actually does a backflip in the air and lands behind you in the midst of your charge. He is on his knees, but he's still up, but looks very badly injured and has blood kind of spewing out of this gore attack injury that you just put on him.
It's real gory.
It's real gory, that's right. Very good turn there, Dagmar. Glock, that brings us to you.
Can I see the turtle? Is the turtle out of the...
Not yet. Hasn't moved out of the smoke yet.
Okay.
No, it's next to a cow and a snake.
Well, I'm on the snake, so... I
just find it amusing that a turtle, a cow, and a snake. It sounds like a bad joke.
Yeah. They walk into a bar.
Do I have to take the stench since I started my turn? Within, I assume, 5 feet of it?
You might have to,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, is the turtle still within 5 feet of me?
It's a DC 12 con save, so let's do
At,
that.
at the start of his turn, right? Starts its turn. Yeah,
Oh,
at the
next
start of its
turn.
turn, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I
Must
got
succeed
it. I
on
got a 20 con save.
20, yeah, you succeed.
Okay,
Oh.
so...
And you're immune to the stench. There you go.
Alright, we're used to it.
Yeah, you're used to that stench.
Not the first
In a
time.
I smell any worse in this butthole.
We are going to... we're gonna fairy fire the area.
Okay, sure.
So DC 13 dex save on pretty much anybody in a 20-foot cube, so basically like in the smoke.
Okay. So all that's left is the turtle in the smoke and the one guy who was standing outside of the smoke next to Glorg. Trying to... So
And the rest of us.
dexterity save?
Then, like,
Yeah.
we're all in there, right? We all gotta make the save?
Yeah, anybody who's in that smoke right now, you guys
Oh
are
my
making
God.
that save. The turtle
So
failed.
Oh,
you
he's a
guys-
druid.
You guys saved. The
That just
turtle
offends me.
failed. So
Dex
the
save?
turtle is now glowing.
glowing.
So
And
What
it's
was the
smoke.
saving?
Snake.
What was it? DC
DC
what?
13.
Alright, yeah, I didn't make it either.
DC
Oh, so
13
you're
dex
glowing
save.
now too.
I got a
Stab.
12. I'm glowing. Yeah.
Stab is
And
glowing in
so
the
is
smoke.
the giant snake. So is the giant snake.
So is the giant snake. Okay.
The fact that he's a druid offends my sensibility.
So, and then I'm
Give it.
going to yell at Krug and say, "He's over there! Face for the magic word!" And hope for the best that Krug is able to, I guess, possibly use his reaction to turn towards where the turtle's glowing now.
Sure, the only problem that you're going to have in this situation is,
See more than 15 feet.
well, you got a bunch of
I'm not- you
people
know, I'm not
around
gonna-
to turtle
yeah.
right now that are probably going to be
Like
within
he
that
cares.
15-foot cone.
Like he cares.
Glock mostly doesn't care,
Okay.
but I as a player do, so maybe I won't do that.
So if you do this, you
Each
will
with
also hit the snake and the stench cow
And myself.
and yourself because you're on the stake.
You know what?
Glock would do it.
Glock would do it. If he's within range, Glock would do it.
Okay, so I think that everybody that I just mentioned has to make a dexterity saving throw.
We're gonna cook my pet before we get to the end of the. Oh my
You'll get
god,
it,
we
big
really
one.
are.
It looks like the turtle succeeds with a 19.
Alright, so he's gonna take half. Unless he has the ability to just ignore damage. Then he won't. So it's
What was the DC on it?
a DC 13 dex save.
Ow.
Oh, I gotta make my
That's a
dex
lot
save.
of damage.
That's a lot of damage to.
How'd the stench cow do?
Oh no.
What?
Aren't stench cows, they like resist fire or something?
Oh yeah, I think stench
I
cows
crit-
are resistant
crit
to
saved my
resistant
own.
to fire. They are. So you would only take half damage anyway from the stench cow. If you succeed, you take half damage. If you So you'll take like a quarter damage if you roll a success on your stench cow there, Dagmar. You're in this flame blast too, unfortunately.
What do I need?
You need a 13
13
dex
dex.
save.
As a stench cow, though.
Yep. It's a 16.
Yep, so you only take
So
2 points of fire
Just
damage.
2.
Yeah,
Right.
that's all you take. That's
Wow.
pretty good.
Sorry.
How's
I've got hit points.
Okay,
It's a stench cow, so.
I'll let you go ahead and take
Take
this one,
minus
Glock.
2.
How do you put the turtle down?
He is soup now. He's gonna be boiled in his own shell.
Turtle soup.
You can smell boiling turtle flesh as the shell just seems to flop down to the ground in front of all of you and begin to just slowly roll back and forth, coming to a slow rest as it seems to teeter back and forth.
Just like Grandma used to make.
I don't
Does the
imagine
fire-
that heated up stench cow smells great though.
Never mind the.
In a poop
Never
cloud,
mind
right?
the flame breathe
Poop smoke.
snake.
It's pre-seasoned. It's fine.
Like this is in a cloud of feces, right?
Yeah.
Eh.
Pretty much.
So that's burning too.
I believe
Oh,
that will... Krug, I believe
is
you're...
dust
What's that?
explosive?
It can be.
Depends on what the dust is made out of.
Is poop dust explosive?
Definitely.
I'm gonna say in this instance it's not.
You ever heard of a fertilizer bomb?
Okay.
But
fine.
it could be. Krug.
That was
Oh,
in
this
the
doesn't-
turn, I think.
So this doesn't turn into a fertilizer bomb, is what you're saying?
So you just didn't blow out the entire room.
Yeah, what's the
No,
nitrogen
now you
content of that smoke
Now
bomb
you have
made?
just given the DM an idea. So now I'm going to pay for that next Friday. Thanks.
It's Krug's turn. You're up. Oh, unless you had
Right.
something left, Glock.
No, that's plenty.
That's plenty. That's plenty. As
Is anything
Stab
still
is
alive
loading
that-
up his daggers in his beard.
Gotta have my
What's that?
daggers in easy reach.
Oh my lord, I didn't see that.
Wow. Krug,
amazing.
you can take
Fine.
it.
I can play this
That's so
game too.
fantastic.
All right. Is anything still alive that I can like hunt down in here, or
From where you were at in the
That I'd be aware
smoke,
of?
it's hard for you to see. You're not 100% sure.
Mhm.
You don't see anything around you in the smoke. You only see your buddy Stab getting his daggers ready. As he's
need to
moving
find
over.
something to kill?
Okay.
I guess I'll run back out of the smoke and
And
see
as
if
soon
I
as you
can
do,
get
you can
to
see a
fight.
guy that seems to be eyeing, was watching Glorg run out of the room. Looks like he's getting ready to chase him.
All right, I've got my two hand axes, and I'll use an action, a bonus action to swing and then offhand. So here's the first, and then the offhand. Oh wow.
Yeah, those both hit.
Okay. Let's see if I do this right. Boom and boom.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That first roll was a stank.
You
Okay.
go ahead and describe how you put this guy down.
Basically, do the old two hand axes like decapitation and just like let the blood spray in my face. How?
Nice. The head just flops and rolls out of the doorway and rests at Glorg's feet as he was running out. Glorg, the aroma of burning flesh from the fountain of the individual that's still kind of on fire and cooking in there fills your nostrils as we come out of combat. And I'll take you guys out of initiative order, as it seems as if this group has been dealt with by our goblin friends.
Glorg's going right over to the corpse.
Yep, we're
To the
having
turtle?
turtle soup.
Oh, yeah.
He
The
went to the
stench
human
cow.
corpse. Oh yeah, there's a stench cow.
The stench cow goes over to the turtle and starts,
Okay, grazing on the turtle.
rooting around in that soup. Delicious.
Mm.
Would you like some sherry to go with your turtle soup?
Glorg's just going to take out his spear, jab it into the, fatty part of the thigh, and just start dragging it back into the room with the turtle soup.
Okay, sure. Yep. It looks like
All right. Well,
from what you guys
we'll
can
have
gather.
a brief lunch.
Yeah, looks like a
Now,
little.
by
little
coming
small...
close,
Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, by coming close to the stench cow, are we all exposed to its?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
you guys would keep your distance from the stench cow,
Oh,
as
okay.
the stench cow is munching on the turtle over there at the edge of the
Glock
smoke.
is fine, right?
But basically, we're going to stab it away from the turtle because we want some turtle soup too.
Right.
All right. I'll save a little bit for you. Yeah. So I'll have my fill, and then I'll transform back into my beautiful goblin self.
Okay. You transform back into
I'd like to.
yourself.
I'd like to sidetrack our session for the next 20 minutes as we discuss the logistics of drinking like what I presume is a multi-chambered stench cow's stomach worth of turtle soup, and then turning back into a goblin, and whether or not that does explode you or not.
I'm about 5 pounds heavier than I
I'm
my
picturing the
stomach is
blueberry
all
girl from Willy Wonka.
And
We're
as
just gonna
it-
sort of roll and mix
Yeah,
up.
and as it looks like
Dagmer
Dagmer's
Call-
about ready
call
to
me
start
Violet.
rolling around the room,
Lunch ready.
our party is discussing whether they want to take a short rest after.
What do you mean? We got meat to eat.
Do we know? Are there like
Yeah.
further paths leading off that we have to be worried about? Or?
Did you want to go out and look around, Krug?
Oh, so we're in a contained room right now.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like there's another door to this room.
Oh,
It just looks like a
that's right.
chamber. Yeah.
Glor's gonna just start pushing some of the bigger boxes sort of in front of the doorway.
Okay. A lot of them are
Just trying to.
pretty heavy, but yeah, you can start
I
taking
could
some of
help.
the lighter ones, and yeah, with Krug's help and stuff, you can start pushing some. So you're gonna like block yourself into this chamber.
Block a little bit, enough so it's easy enough for us to get out, like little small spots for us to be able to sneak through.
I would say you probably wouldn't be able to. These boxes are kind of carved out of stone, so you wouldn't be able to like pick them up and pile them up or anything. You could slide them in front of the door, but it's only going to be about a 2 to 3 foot, like a half door.
That's fine. We're only like 3 feet tall, so
That works for you. Yeah.
Krug, I'm gonna borrow your fancy hat real fast and just kind of like take it off. And
Did I wear it good?
I could not have asked for a better hat wearer.
Did Krug have hair before, and does he now? Is a question that I would like answered.
Due to an unfortunate incident a few weeks ago, Krug no longer has the ability to have eyebrows.
Oh, okay.
Rated anyway.
Yeah, that checks out.
Goblins do not have the concept of a liability waiver, but if we did, I would have assumed that he signed it and been okay with that.
Life without risk is not life.
Being a goblin lawyer must be very easy.
I am now
Have
having
you been attacked
flashbacks.
by a goblin?
Sir, did
Call
you
me
stab this
now.
person? Is your name Stab? Case closed.
Straight to jail.
Sir, my defendant was stabbed by the accused. Did you do this? Yes, I did. Did he deserve it? Yes, he did. I see no problem here. Everybody is free to go.
Remain stabbed. Clank.
So I'm just gonna set the tiny flamethrower like at the doorway facing outwards,
Okay. Yeah.
As a- just in case.
Yeah. Is
It
anybody?
is
Bit of a
attackable.
short
It has an
rest.
AC of 18.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
So you guys can go ahead and take the benefits of a short rest. You don't hear anything during this hour that you're munching on some man flesh and turtle soup.
Meat's back in the menu.
Yeah, turtle soup. So yeah, you guys can spend any hit dice that you need to spend.
I'll,
get back anything that you would get back on a short rest.
Double check. I don't think I need a rest of any sort. I didn't take damage. I didn't expend any stuff.
Okay.
So I just to save us on the time there, as they're resting, I'll take that opportunity to like thoroughly comb through the room, rustle through all these dudes' pockets and stuff to see what they had, check in all these weird stone boxes, and just sort of like kind of toss this chamber for anything that seems like it might be potentially interesting to us.
Okay, cool.
Dagmar's
Go ahead
gonna
and make
especially
a
check
perception
out
check.
Dagmar's especially going to check out the turtle because he was also a druid, and maybe he'll have something I could use.
Okay. I am
Okay.
gonna.
Go ahead and make a perception. All right, let's call this.
Here's
yeah.
my. If I can
that-
get that to focus, which
that
I
natural
can't. I
20?
did crit. Yeah, I did.
I promise it's a 20.
That does
What-
give me a.
What am I rolling?
I think you said perception.
You just go with perception.
Oh, am I dead?
Yeah, it's a 22 total.
It's a 22 for
Hey.
me as well.
Oh,
Let's see
hey.
for you as well.
Everybody's
Wow,
20s.
Yeah.
Everybody's 22.
Fist bump.
You
Dagmar-
can see Glorg ripping off a leg and gnawing on man calf.
I'm chewing on a turtle bone right now, like.
Okay.
Clock went mute.
So you are looking over this turtle. The turtle had a quarterstaff on him. There is a pouch upon his waist. In the pouch, you find 15 gold pieces
Yes.
and 2 beautiful purple gemstones
Oh, thank you.
that look
I'll
like they
take that.
might be worth about 100 gold apiece.
Oh.
Oh. Shiny.
Can you tell me that once more, please?
Do you know how many
It was
daggers
50
that is?
Did I say 15 gold? I think I said 15
You
gold.
did.
15 gold pieces and 200 gold piece gemstones. Shiny purple ones. As far as like druid stuff, other than like some spell components in a pouch, doesn't seem to be too much else that he has
Nothing I
on him.
wouldn't already have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He looks like a low-level druid to you. You're going through these cases and boxes a little bit, Stab, and you're finding a lot of these materials seem to be just things people would store up. It looks like old personal effects. They look from a dwarf, perhaps. But as you're going through, you pull out something. Now, I don't know how to pronounce this because I am terrible at pronouncing things.
Well, that's all right, because we're goblins, so we probably don't either.
But
Yeah,
you pull
I
out
can
something
pronounce
that to
anything.
you looks like a lute. It is in
Interesting.
pristine condition, and it has these little markings all around it that you're not really 100% sure what they mean.
So it's like strung and everything.
Yeah,
Like I
that's-
could.
yeah,
play
looks
it?
like it looks like a miniature guitar.
Interesting.
I'm gonna double check and make sure. Make sure. Excuse me as I Google.
Volare.
Twitch. 'Cause I think that's how I.
Is it a Folklucan Bandor?
Yeah, I'm right. I'm right. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, I was wondering if you didn't know how
It
to say
has-
loot.
No,
Because
not
you
lute.
just said it.
It kind of looks like a lute, but it's not a lute.
Right. It's
Is
a
it
banjo.
Cittern?
Sitar.
Sitar.
It's a stringed
Okay.
instrument that looks like the strings are kind of doubled, so you can play 2 strings at once, like a 12-string guitar almost. And it looks like it has maybe 12 strings on it, so it's like maybe the first version of a
Mandolin.
12-string guitar.
So okay, so there's like a bunch of personal effects and like what, like clothes and stuff like that.
It just looks like, and there it's like it smells bad, and it's molded and mildewed, and some of it just turns to dust as you touch it. This has been here for a long time.
Okay.
Mm.
I would like to rummage for the most intact garments that I can come across in these boxes, and then I come out like towards the end of the rest. I come out with like an oversized shirt and pants and like a big hat on, and I have this instrument that I found. And I
Okay.
go, look guys, I'm a human bard, and I'm like strumming the thing. Herp the derp, oh, I want to hit on
Oh,
barmaids.
What a
I
numpty.
can't control my private parts and where I put them. Look at me.
play Wonderwall.
Get out of here.
No, three birds. It's a story about three birds.
Snap. Hang on a second. Let me check my character sheet, because I think my background did give me proficiency in an instrument, and I don't remember what I took.
Wait, really?
I don't know if I might actually be able to play this. Hang on. Oh no, I changed it. Okay, no, I don't know how to play this at all. Never mind.
Yeah. It's basically what
Just
Stab
doing
is
this.
doing is the equivalent of not playing any chords, just the hand on this side, not touching anything, and just going grind, 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 grind. You know, it's like the equivalent
Sounds
of somebody
beautiful.
in a music store just playing all the open notes at once. But yeah, after that short rest, that seems to be all of any value of what you guys can find. Rummaging through most of this stuff.
I'll take the two gems and I'll put them in my special gem pouch.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, I'm like a kangaroo.
So the short rest ends. What would you guys like to do?
Take an arm with me.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
You're gonna have
snack.
some. You have some to go. Absolutely.
Have your snake swallow it and then can regurgitate it later.
It a lot of man. He'd need a nap.
Are you saying that like your snake has like a bulge in the middle?
If we eat the whole man, yeah. He looks sort of like you, big round spot middle.
Yeah, my belly is real full of that turtle. Yeah.
We need more turtle.
There's more deeper.
Oh. Maybe
Can
next
someone
time we
say
take
that again?
barbecue man put in turtle soup.
Oh. That's why you're the real leader.
This man is a culinary genius.
Right, what else is in this chamber? You know, we came in one area. Is there another area beyond?
Yeah, you can go back
Like
into
two,
the
there was
chamber.
like two doors, right?
Yeah, basically imagine the
Outta
chamber where
here?
you guys saw like the fountain and the statue, and then there's two chambers opposite of it, and it seems like it goes down some more steps, and you guys could see another archway opening at the bottom of the steps, continuing on straight.
Let's go
Do you want
sneaky.
to continue exploring our new house?
Find more food, more shinies.
Clean out
Right.
the riffraff. Yes.
It seems like the logical next step. Well, anyway, this is clearly garbage, and I just throw that clearly magical loot just like on the floor.
Does it break?
It doesn't.
Human craftsmanship. Terrible.
Doesn't even break when you drop it.
I know,
Queen
right?
Gum like it?
Hey, you guys know somebody that would love that, you think? Her name is Rum Rum. You've adventured with her
Oh,
before. She would probably love...
Rum Rum could write a song for Gum Gum.
She
Yeah.
writes lots of songs and stories.
Glor go pick it up. And
Let's keep it for Rum Rum. And that way, after the song, she can take it and smash it against all the other instruments until it breaks.
I don't know
I
what
heard
Rum
of
Rum
it.
is, but that sounds awesome.
I heard of some band that did that. Some bard band. I don't know
Go
who
on.
it was though. It was something that rhymed with you. Blue, true, view. I
If
don't
you
know.
remember who it was, let us know.
All right. If I can think of who,
I think we
I'll
can
tell
all
you.
agree that there is only one good band in the world, and it is Smash Mouth. You know,
I
that
don't
goblin
know.
band where they don't play instruments, they just dive into the crowd and start breaking everybody's teeth?
what
Smash
about the
Mouth.
other band, Smashing Pumpkins?
Oh, yeah. Well, I heard they broke up that one year that there was that pumpkin famine because they couldn't perform. Tragic.
I got
They really
that
boxed
one.
themselves in with their name.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
then
well, I
there
hope we
was,
don't run into 23 more guys, because I am running low on daggers.
Then there was the Kill Switch Engage. There was that band. That were really cool. Because you got kill in the title. That's how you get them.
Yeah.
No, that. Don't get too holy.
Right, let's keep going. Onward and down to Goblin Town.
So, which way do you guys want to go?
okay.
Do you want to go down the steps straight past the fountain, or do you want to go across the fountain room to the other chamber that was on the other side?
Check out chamber first, then downstairs.
Well, I was gonna go
Sure, why not?
downstairs, but okay.
Peeking in,
Why not?
once your eyes adjust, there's no torches or braziers or anything lit on this side. It looks as if you can see about 15 feet in the room, and it looks like the back half of the room has caved in on that side.
Boring room.
Right.
Nothing to eat.
Yeah. Nothing shiny. Nothing to explode.
There's still some man left.
Just save it. We might need a snack. Right, let's go on and check the next place.
All right.
Okay, are we going? Shh. Downstairs.
Why?
Didn't we like I distinctly remember somebody making the loudest noise I've ever heard in my life a little while ago. Right, so they probably know we're here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did transform into a giant fragrant bovine. I think that they might have noticed that.
That's
I got hit by
strange.
thunder.
If I could smell,
Oh,
probably
that
would've been
one. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
just go. Yeah, let's just go.
So you guys make your way
Hopping back on Glom Glom to ride down the stairs.
down the steps.
You bet Glock is doing the exact same thing.
I think all goblins have 60 feet of dark vision. Is that correct? It's
Sure.
not 120, right? Is it 60, or do you guys have?
No, it's
does somebody have a
60
better
feet, yeah.
60 feet.
I got 60 feet on my character sheet.
Yep,
whatever that
60
is.
feet.
So it's basically that whole 60 feet down to this other open archway. It's a little bit taller. This is a bigger chamber as you're heading down the steps. And it seems to be a massive hallway ahead of you. And it just leads off past 60 feet to darkness where you guys can't see anymore. And it just goes
Look how much
straight-
room we got.
My God, we could do all sorts of activities in here.
We could do cartwheels. We could do
We could build a
death
whole
matches.
stamnasium in here. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We could build our own Thunderdome.
Do you guys continue
No
on?
more
No.
thunder.
Yeah, when people come in, we can
Okay.
say, "Welcome to Thunderdome."
As you
I'll go near
all-
the
that's-
front in case anybody jumps out and stabs.
Perfect. As you guys
Ears.
all start to make your way into the
Gorg's gonna be
hallway,
right up behind him.
what I would like you all to do
The initiative order pops up and we all get afraid.
is I want you to go ahead and re-roll your initiative.
Right.
Should
Only
are
five.
you guys going to be able to click on your tokens and get these added if I delete them off, or should I just wait until you roll and then just change them?
It just changed mine. It
I'm
did not
still
change mine.
on
No,
the
it just
turn
added
order.
mine.
Okay, added yours.
So-
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and click on
Yeah,
your
so-
tokens, and I will go ahead and. Oh wait, something's happening.
Yeah, if we
Let me
roll
just
initiative,
remove them all, and you guys go ahead and click on your token and then click initiative
Okay.
and see if that works. I know everybody's using kind of like a different method here, and I'm hoping that it'll count it. And just
Oh, I
those of
got-
you that
got
already
60.
rolled, just
So
roll
dumb.
again, and I'll give you the first number. Okay. So that way I don't have to manually
I-
add them on there.
I
Actually,
Roll the same
quick
thing.
as
Look at
mine.
that. Nice.
Exact same thing.
Where's my sheet?
Mine should actually be an 8, even though it went in as 13. Actually, oh, I can change it. Nice.
Can you? Yeah. Can you guys change them in the order if you need to?
Yeah, nice.
All right. For this instance, I think I'm gonna ask Glorg if you can go ahead and roll initiative for your snake as well.
Whoa.
for this.
I don't like this.
What color is your snake? Is it a white snake?
I will take that.
Not 20. Is there? Let's add. We'll add Glom Glom to the initiative order there. Glom Glom.
Add,
and what'd you
Okay,
have?
so I don't know it. Hold on, let me grab my thing on my pet again. Good. Well, bare minimum it's a 24. It may be a 26. Okay. No, that's perception. It doesn't have it doesn't say whether or not to add my because it says it normally goes in my initiative. Okay, so yeah, we'll say that's a 24.
24? Gotcha. All right.
Yep.
I will put those in descending order. Glom Glom moves, takes a movement. Nothing seems to happen. Anything Glom Glom would like to do other than move?
Nope, just sort of following along with the group right now.
Okay, so one movement action, so that's 30 feet?
Yep.
For Glom Glom? Okay.
I mean, Glom Glom has blind sense. So does Glom Glom see anything, sense anything in the immediate area?
Doesn't help Glom Glom here.
Oh, okay.
Glorg.
Yeah, it's not sensing anything, just riding along.
Okay.
I think,
Glorg is, so Glorg and Glock are both on top of Glom Glom?
I think that's correct, yes.
Okay, perfect.
So it's literally as we're moving, all Glorg's doing is got the bow and arrow out, just sort of head on a swivel, just.
Okay. Go ahead and make a. Since it's on your turn, I'll allow you to make a perception check.
Oh, okay. Ooh, plus 4 to perception, and it's a lovely snakehead.
Okay. Yeah, you're not seeing anything.
That's a 6. Not
6.
quite a nat 1, but
Yeah.
close to freaking enough.
Not seeing much. Initiative count 20. That's when something interesting happens. All of a sudden, you guys start hearing mechanical clicks all around you. And these scythe-like blades just start zipping out of the stone around, out of the walls around, and everywhere around you. And all these scythe blades make an attack roll against each of you in the hallway. So first, I'm just going to go down the list. And we'll go ahead and... Does a 19 hit Glom Glom?
Let me take a look here. So it's 14 plus... yeah, that'll hit.
Glom Glom takes 16 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
Glom Glom is dead.
Glom Glom's
That's a
head
lovely
has been
suggestion.
removed.
Rest in power, Glom Glom.
Glorg, does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
I rolled very poorly on this one. You only take 2 points of slashing damage. Stab, does a 15 hit you?
Yes, it does.
You take 6 points of slashing damage. Dagmir, does... I don't think a 10's going to come close to you, is it?
Not even close.
Glock, I rolled a natural 1 for your attack.
You know, that actually hits me. 16 is my target.
And,
Locke finds the
you're
nearest
basically-
slot where a blade's gonna
you're
come out of it. He
basically
just
a
puts his
blue
forehead on
blade.
it.
and Krug, lucky you, I rolled these two dice at the same time, and I rolled natural 1s on both. So yours natural 1 as well. So you're able to dive out of the way as you guys see Glom Glom's head be removed from its snake body. You guys start to like instantly, and dive out of the way of some of these scythe-like blades as they start zinging around. And you can see they go on for quite a ways. Like, it looks like feet ahead of you has more scythe-like blades just swinging in and out of these little slits in the stone. That brings us to initiative count 19 with
So,
Stab.
if there's like a hallway, are these like swinging on like a pendulum through the middle of the hallway?
They just seem to be coming out of the stone, like they're and then disappear into the
There's
stone.
a pathway.
Yeah, it's like and it seems like
out of the walls, out of the floor,
out of the ceiling, out of the walls, out of the floor,
Everything.
everywhere.
Okay.
Stab, your go.
How far like into this hallway are we? As like how many feet of swords and crap are behind us?
For you, none, because the only 3 that moved up into the room were the ones riding on Glom Glom, because that was where the initiative order ranked in. So you're standing at the front of this whole mess. And you just you can see scythe blades up to as far as you can see in front of you.
Okay, well I did get stabbed, so I am clearly too close, and I would like to back up.
Okay, you back into the staircase, basically. Yep.
I sound like okay, like all right, that hurt a little bit, but this is the best room I've ever seen in my life. Okay. This is great. We have to move in here. I've always wanted a room like this.
Fit for a queen.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. All right. We can puzzle this one out here, though. I'm not going in the room. I'm just gonna use my action. I'm just gonna use my action to try and see if I can figure out what the hell we did that set this off. Okay. So I'm like looking for like pressure plates on the floor, trip wires, or anything I can examine that might give an indication of why we activated the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Go to make an
Is there a lever that
investigation
says,
check.
stab and unstab?
Okay. That's not gonna be great, boys. The dice is a 4. I think my investigation is a 1. Yeah, so that's a 5.
Could have been a pressure plate. You're not sure because when you guys all entered, everybody kind of just started moving in different directions. It's hard to tell. It is an extraordinary room, though.
If it's all right
That's
with
a
you,
good
DM,
room.
I'd like to make a perception check to see if there's any discernible pattern
Sure, go
that
ahead.
these blades are stabbing at.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's an 18.
18.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
It kind of does. You're watching some look like they're so old that they get stuck a little bit, and it makes the pattern not so perfect in some rows. But you're starting to see some discernible patterns in some of the rotations. Like you're saying, oh, if I go this way for a while, I might be okay, but then I'm gonna have to shift over a little bit. I don't know, it's risky because that one kind of gets stuck a little bit and then goes really quick. It's hard to tell, Dagmar. You're not sure.
I want to use what I can discern of the pattern and try to move through and past all of these sides.
Okay, Stab, you still had a bonus action, technically,
Oh,
if
right.
you wanted to
Sorry, Stab.
use it
To
do something else.
I don't think there's anything I can do of any value to anybody with the bonus action.
Okay.
I will. I will hide. No, I don't do anything.
Okay, Dagmar,
Well, this is bad.
you're technically up, so you can go ahead and do what you were going to do.
Right, sorry. I want to try to move through all of these sides to see if there's any kind of button on the other side to make them stop.
Okay, you move, so you're moving up 30 feet, you're using, or is it 25 feet for your goblin?
How fast can I move? No, I've got 30 feet
30
of
feet.
walking speed.
Perfect. So you move up 30 feet. You do not see any discernible button.
Am I still surrounded on all sides?
Yep, they're all around.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm just going to continue in the interim between my next turn to kind of still keep where I am and just keep moving,
Gotcha.
you know, entrapment style.
Okay.
Like I'm Sean Connery
Gotcha.
or Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Okay.
Either one.
Gotcha.
Or
Honestly,
Natalie
it's a
Portman
little-
from Attack of the Clones.
Honestly, it's a little more Zeta-Jones.
Okay, you got it. You got it. Glock, it comes your turn.
So I have a bunch of pythons on my person.
You do? Okay.
I would like to attempt to use one to jam, like to time one of the in and outs. I assume that they're kind of like the spinny blades that pop in and out on us.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna try to like jam one of them with the python.
Okay. Go
Or
ahead
try
and
to.
make, we're gonna call this a dexterity-based attack against it.
So let's do a straight dexterity check.
Yeah, just do a dexterity check.
I don't know what that was.
It's a 5.
That's a 5.
You go to try to jam this python in, and basically what it does is the blade actually hits the python out of your hand, and it flings it across the room. Ding, 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 ding.
Right, I'm down to 9 pythons.
It's okay. You might have just inspired stab as a new way to stab people. Have the dagger
Use the
get
sword to stab other people. So I assume that's my action. We're gonna go down by 1.
Yep. You still got a movement and bonus action.
I do action. I have. Ooh, I do have that. I would like to. Yeah, I really can't do anything with my bonus action. I was gonna see if I could like flamethrower ballista one of the things just out of spite. I'm gonna flamethrower ballista one of the things out of spite. That sounds like that sounds like a Glock plan.
Okay.
So like I'm just gonna kind of like have the Eldritch Cannon like lined up at one of the slits and just like give it a blast.
Okay. It automatically fails its saving throw. So you can go ahead and roll the damage.
6 fire damage as I flamethrower with a slot.
You flamethrower the slot, and now there's a beaming, glowing orange blade that seems to be going.
You just turned it into a lightsaber, basically.
At least it will cauterize the wound when it cuts our heads off.
That's really smart. So
Yeah.
when it cuts your intestines open, they'll cauterize.
It'll take a limb off, no problem.
Sterile. He's sterilizing his tools.
Yeah. Smart.
And you have a
I can't
movement.
find
That's
it,
why he's the leader.
but there's a picture of somebody like going indeed like this, and they're holding like a coffee mug with their toe.
Yep.
Just like that is Glock's reaction to this sequence of events.
Indeed.
I assume I'm in the middle of this. Like I'm 30 feet in, and now
30
there's
feet
like a glowing one.
Now there's one glowing one
yeah,
that you torched, yeah.
Yeah. Am I reasonably safe in this spot that I'm at? Like I clearly can't like run through, but like there's no intersection of slits.
You think you're looking at the timing and something? You think you could make your way 30 feet farther if you wanted to?
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a go.
Okay, so you move up 30 more feet?
Yep.
All right, so you are 60 feet into the chamber, and that's when you begin to start hearing these noises that go from ahead. And ahead of you, probably by about 20, 25 feet, you see another version of the hallway, but there's these massive stone pillars that seem to be slamming down to the ground, crushing the stone floor underneath into these little pieces of just marbled shard.
Sounds like you hit Krug's section of the place. Smash it.
Krug's still gonna make it through the first part.
Yeah, so he's just gonna be like,
Yep. Okay, Krug, it's your turn.
Hey, crack my knuckles. I have this thing. I don't think it applies here because these seem to be doing attacks against us as opposed to saving throws. But I do have this danger sense, an uncanny sense of when things shouldn't be. Blah blah blah. So anyway, I'm gonna try to parkour this and just kind of run the gauntlet. Move dash.
Move dash. So you're moving 60
feet. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah, you
like,
are
trying to flip over saws.
Yeah, you're able to do so, and you get right up next to Glock, and you see the same thing he sees. About 20 feet ahead of you, massive stone pillars are slamming down onto the ground, crushing the floor.
Fun.
And it looks like there's like a depth to them as well. Like they just disappear, and there's many of them doing this.
And turn.
And turn. This would have been Glum Glum's turn. Is Glum Glum dead, or is death saving throw dead?
It doesn't say that your pet gets death saves.
Oh, it just dies.
Also, his head came off.
His head came off. Yeah, it'd be kind of strange.
You can just put it back on and give it a healing potion.
I can cast mending.
Yeah, I need to pull it up again.
Okay, while you're looking at that, we'll go ahead to Glorg's turn anyway. And
yeah,
if we have to
it
go
just
back
says
to it.
that if Beast dies, you obtain a new companion by spending 8 hours bonding with a beast.
Okay, so
We need to find an animal down here.
Don't even think about it.
Glum Glum, unfortunately.
Ooh, stench cow.
Looking down at the ground real quick.
Yep.
Do these ones that the ones that seem to be coming out of the ground?
Yep.
Are these like basically just slats in the ground, like basically?
It looks like a little
Inch-wide cut
skinny,
holes in the
like
ground?
cut holes in the ground, and it's coming out in a circular motion, swinging up, and just taking
How skinny?
skinny, like really small. Like you couldn't tell with your perception check as you were coming into the room. So it almost looked like grout lines in the floor until you guys got there, and it's like, oh dang, there's blades in here. So it's skinny
Gotta
as a
look
grout
in my-
line in like a brick wall. That's what these like. That's what they look like.
We need to get the name of the contractor that made this. Got a couple of words.
Gonna look back over at Stab, who's still on the other side of the room. Look over at the ones that. Is there anyone in the middle of the room like me right now?
Dagmar is standing right next to you.
Gonna pull out of my pack in the back and sort of pop open the small bag and just sort of gesture towards Dagmar.
I got ball bearings. Maybe stop the ones on the floor.
Like, just throw them out.
Just throw them out. Maybe they can't spin anymore.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, give it a try.
Dumping 1,000 ball bearings on the ground.
Fan-flippin-tastic. I love every part of this.
I love it.
Go ahead and make. We're just.
Basically, I'm still.
You
sitting
can't
on
really
the
make
back
a
of
roll
Blom
for this
Blom.
because it's really random. Like it's just BBs, just like zinging all on the floor. So it's really
It
not
is
a
literally-
roll.
1,000 dexterity saving throws.
It is
Uh,
literally
Yep.
1,000 BBs that I'm dumping on the ground. Half
Great.
of my current supply.
Great.
Make a claymore dodge check.
Okay,
It's
I'm
facing my head. 0.
I rolled. I need every single person except for Stab. Well, no, he'd be standing in the doorway. Every single person makes a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh.
Because
Giving me on the dead body.
I distinctly remember I said I stepped way the hell back out of the room.
yeah, these are singing with some force.
Was it dex save you said?
Dex save, yes.
There's little like little kid like lawnmowers with little poppers in them. That's kind of what I'm imagining.
I really hope not, because I just rolled a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh boy. So this is a
You're
dex
jumping on your
save.
own grenade,
Dex
dude.
save.
So
Dex save.
you take 6,000 points of damage.
12.
Dagmar is now covered in a fine mist of snake gore and blorg.
Not
Okay.
again.
If you rolled a 15 or above, you take 3 points of piercing damage as these BBs go flying through the room, being flung around by these blades. Everybody who failed under a 15, you take 6 points of piercing damage from BBs being flung and bouncing throughout the room. You guys are ducking and covering as these things are... It's just like deflecting off of the stone walls and bouncing throughout. It seems like it lasts forever as it happens. But Glorg, as you put your head up, you realize that you did disable a few of them. They seem to be, the BBs got stuck down inside and has stopped a few of them from being able to come out and engage.
You're a genius.
That's why he's the leader.
That's why he's the leader.
Going
The
to
leader, it changes from moment to moment.
crawl forward and basically, literally just marine belly crawl.
Okay. Crawling.
And getting forward, picking up Glom Glom's severed head, setting it on my back like a turtle shell, and just crawling forward, hoping to use that as armor.
I can't
I believe when you crawl, you half your movement.
Half the movement.
So you'd only be moving 15 feet. So you're up to 45. Okay, perfect. You're now holding Glom Glom's head. Fantastic.
Just right across my back, trying to use it like a shield or armor to crouch under.
What's great about this situation, Glorg, is you just moved just enough to get into range of the one that's still beaming hot from Glock's fire attack. which is make an attack against you. Oh gosh. That's gonna be an 18 to hit you.
We're gonna add an AC from the snakehead?
Unfortunately not. Oh wait, you're prone. You're prone.
Yes.
So technically this is a melee attack. It has disadvantage. So I'll take the second roll that I rolled. Does a...
It would have advantage if I'm prone.
Oh, I do have advantage. Yeah, so it would still be the same roll. So you are going to suffer. You're going to take 5 points of slashing damage. Oh, you got lucky. It must be just cooling down. Take 1 point of fire damage. And stab. One of them is trying to stab you. That's going to be a 23 to hit you, stab.
I like this hallway before they can't stab me anymore.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you moved into the stairs. I will let that one pass. I'll re-roll for somebody else. Let's do a 16 against Dagmar. Does a 16 hit?
They're like
Dagmar?
chasing me up the stairs.
They're coming out. They got legs. They're chasing you out.
A 16 will hit me. Yes.
Oh gosh, Dagmar, you take 17 points of slashing damage.
Oh, Christ.
Oh.
All right. Not a fan,
Hurts.
honestly.
Glock, that's a 23 to hit you.
Ooh, actually, I can't do shit about that. So.
Ooh, and that's gonna be another 17 points of slashing damage to Glock. Krug, you're still in the mess. Actually, you know what, Dagmar? Well, that would have still hit you. I apologize. I was gonna roll a disadvantage. I took a note of that. Oof. That's a 24 to hit you, Krug.
That would hit.
You're gonna take 6 points. 6 points of slashing damage from the blades.
Oh, boo-hoo.
That brings us to
Makes me feel
Stab,
alive.
who has blades with legs, trying to stab him up the steps. No,
Well, I mean, I saw the brilliant maneuvers of our glorious leader Glorg. So I will pull out my bag of 1,000 ball bearings. Just kidding. Okay, so how?
Oh, I got excited
How-
for a second.
How long does this hallway appear to be?
Farther than you can see.
Shit.
So
Okay.
it's further than 60 feet.
It's further
Okay.
than 60 feet out from where you can see. And the two guys ahead, they can see
Okay.
smashing pillars, and the hallway seems to continue.
For the
Alright.
challenge.
Decisions. This is what separates the men from the boys. Do I try to be a hero, Or do I tell of the glorious death of my
Probably
4
is your way.
companions as I escape this? Okay, well, as they say in Goblin, YOLO.
YOLO.
Yeah. It stands for you can't possibly get stabbed that many times in a death hallway.
You ought to look out.
Yeah. Well, in Goblin, the acronym makes more sense, but
You wanna look out.
I am going to move, take a full move, use my action to dash, and then use my bonus action to dash to Olympic style sprint 90 feet down this hallway.
And because of the benefit of what your companions were doing, you were able to follow Dagmar a little bit on based on what he was being able to see. You saw that Glorg had dismantled some of these blades, at least temporarily, and you were able to kind of hop over where they were kind of stuck, and you made your way all the way past through the end of the blades. The problem is, you immediately see these slamming pillars that you're about to go 10 feet into. Just heading in?
Well, I guess as I get to the pillars with the now extension of I can see further down the hallway.
Yep.
Do I still see no end to the hallway?
You do not see an end to the hallway. It continues on past the pillars.
Oh, okay. All right, wait a minute.
You can see, however, an end to the pillars. About 50 feet away from you.
Okay. If I screech to a halt before slamming pillars, am I safe from blades?
It's either blades or pillars, buddy.
Blades or pillars. All right. Go big or go home, boys.
Gap in there?
No gap.
So I keep sprinting and I yell over my shoulder. I go, scrape me off the walls if this gets me.
Okay. He's just running
I'm gonna go my full 90. I am the one true hope to get to the end of this hallway and turn this bastard off before it kills everybody, as far as I can tell.
Perfect. That's fantastic. Okay. That brings us to Dagmar.
Right.
You're standing next.
Gonna...
Well, you were standing next to. Oh, I forgot to erase Glom. I'm sorry, there, Glorg. It'll be
still
okay.
fresh.
It's still fresh.
Still
fresh. Yep, still hurts a little.
Right.
Bit.
I'm gonna use another wild shape.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good plan.
And I'm gonna transform myself into a swarm of beetles.
Can you do swarms with wild shape? I
can.
think you can. You
not.
Don't know.
You can always just do a beetle.
To my knowledge, you cannot do a swarm.
I don't think you can do a swarm. I think it has to be one.
Right. Let's see.
That was a good idea, though. That's a good idea.
Turns into one beetle that's just moving really fast. So it looks like
several.
Looks like
That's right.
Quantum.
Naruto music plays in the
Hold
background.
on. I'm trying to research real quick. I'll just be a beetle.
Can you turn into a person who makes better decisions than us? Because that's what we could use right now.
That's not possible.
Oh, god damn it.
Level 9.
But, Dagmar, what are you looking
Right,
for?
that's
Speed, size,
I'm looking for size. I'm looking for something small.
spider, flea.
I've got it. I've got a cranium rat.
Oh, Jesus.
A cranium rat? Is it
Pinky, what are we going to do
It's
today?
Also
Yeah,
from
we
Volo's
make-
Guide to Monsters. Shout out to Volo.
Okay. So you're transforming
gonna-
into a
I'm
rat?
transporting into a tiny, tiny rat with a really big head.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to keep moving forward. I've got 30 feet of movement. And I keep moving forward, moving in between the blades because I'm much smaller, less likely to get hit.
Okay. So you use your bonus action to transform.
Right.
Okay. You still have your action and your movement in your new form.
I'm going to. Can I dash and do double movement?
You can. What's your
I will do
movement
that.
as a cranium rat?
30 feet.
Okay,
And
so
so I'm going to move 60 feet.
you already for 30. So you're actually equal
In
with...
the smashing.
Yeah, you're with stab if you want to go that
Right.
far as your cranium rat, okay?
Right. I'm gonna jump on to stab
Okay.
and just kind of sit on his
Oh,
shoulder.
that's a good idea. We can get far as shit this way.
Okay.
Right.
Jumping
that
on,
way,
on the
if
stab. Okay.
That way, stab. And I'll use my telepathy. Because
Okay.
cranium rat can telepathize.
Okay. What are you saying?
And I'm gonna speak in his mind. I'm gonna say, get as far as you can, and then huck me down the rest of the way.
Okay.
Can I
Are you
am I
still-
able
are
to
you standing on his
telepathize
shoulder?
back?
Don't think
No.
you can respond. You're just hearing
Okay, I
this.
can't
yeah.
telepathize Okay, so you say that in my mind, and then I go like
Right.
this. But
Yeah,
nothing
you just
happens
see-
because I didn't know I couldn't
You
telepathize
just see
back.
my tiny rat claws like touch the side of me head.
Okay, that ends Dagmir's turn. It brings us to Glock.
Are you broadcast telepathy or direct telepathy?
I have no idea. It just says I can telepathy. I speak telepathy.
We'll see.
I
It's
imagine.
probably one-on-one.
We'll see. It's just one-on-one.
I imagine it's
Okay.
just one-on-one, especially because I'm right on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay. I forget what Glock's voice was.
It was like this.
That's right. Yes. Okay.
That's how your voice
Watch the rat pop up. It's like, oh, great idea. I'm gonna cast catapult on the rat.
Okay. Is the rat within range of your catapult spell?
60 feet range.
60
and
feet,
It shoots
it's
at
in
90
range.
feet straight out.
90 feet straight out. You're being catapulted,
Anyway.
Dagmir, by Glock. He holds out his arms.
I'm just imagining that moment in Spider-Man where Spider-Man's like zipping in between like a city bus and stuff.
So here's the upside. The object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in the direction I choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. If the object would strike a creature, it must make a dex save. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object and what it strikes both take 3d8 bludgeoning damage. So if you go
Oh,
90
no.
feet and you are stopped by a wall or part of the trap, you're taking 3d8 bludgeoning
Or you go
damage.
1 foot, or he goes 1 foot.
One of the thwart.
Yeah, I'm gonna need Dagmir as a cranium rat. I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from you, as you're you're being thrown into area where these pillars are just like slamming down, and we're gonna see if you run into like face plant into any of those pillars.
All right. Because D&D Beyond doesn't have buttons for this one, is going to have to roll a real die.
Okay.
It's a +2 to my dexterity.
Oh man.
That is a 14 + 2 for 16.
You fly through all the pillars. You miss all of them, and you go flying.
It's beautiful.
But immediately after emerging through the other side, how far can a cranium rat see?
Cranium rat has dark vision up to 30 feet.
Okay. You do see, after you get out, there's about 30 feet of space, and there's this elegant archway that seems to have weird carvings all around it. And
Ooh.
above it, there's like, it looks like some kind of banner. It's like a old medieval style banner that's hanging, and there's some kind of strange logo or etched or some kind of symbol upon this banner. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as a cranium rat for me while you're in midair.
+0, flying rat. Here it comes. Oh, sorry, it fell off. That's a natural 14.
Natural
No
14.
plus.
No pluses.
No additives necessary.
You are extremely terrified of that doorway ahead of you. But you can't stop because you're being flung
Because I'm flying.
that distance. So you're trying to stop as a rat in midair, and you're freaking out because you're terrified of this doorway, and you go through the doorway, and the minute you go through the doorway, the fear escapes you. And you land and roll a little bit in through the doorway.
So I do barrel roll. I don't hit anything.
Yep. You don't hit like a wall or anything. You just land on the ground and roll.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So you're still a cranium rat.
Yeah.
And that's Glock's turn. You still have, I believe, a bonus action and a move.
I just like to point out the dagger
I'm
just
just gonna, like,
moved.
shotgun it into the darkness, and it's like,
yeah, you just
I should probably follow that, and I'm just gonna start like running.
running. Okay.
I'm just gonna go 30 feet into it. That's as far as I can go.
So you are now equal with Stab, who no longer has a rat on his shoulder.
Yep.
I am totally picturing this little like invisible catapult just starting to disappear off Stab's shoulder.
Yeah, it just goes and disappears, and you guys can't see this rat anymore. Just gone.
I just railgunned the rat into the darkness, and I have no idea what just happened.
Okay, before Krug's turn, I need for Stab and Glock, standing under the pillars, 10 feet in, make dexterity saving throws as some of the pillars look like they're about ready to come down into your space.
That's pretty good. 20 for me.
20, is that a 9?
First one was a 12.
Okay. Oh, the first one was a 12?
I think. No. This was a 9.
9, okay, that fails. You get a pillar slammed down onto you, Glock, with immense force. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage and you're knocked prone. As it slams down onto you.
Unconscious.
You're unconscious? Okay.
Oh no!
7 HP left. It's like I'm like, okay. Dip.
And
all right, so I'm on squish saving throws. So
okay, yeah, and you're like directly under a pillar. You made the save with a 20, so you're gonna take half damage on this, so it's gonna be 9 points of damage to you, Stab, as one comes down on you. You dodge most of the impact. This would have hurt really bad if you would have failed that save, and you were not knocked prone by it. And that brings us to Krug.
Right. I'm gonna crack my knuckles again, and I'm just gonna start bolting through, these thwomps or whatever. When I see,
You should really see a chiropractor. You keep cracking your knuckles.
Now, did I get you did your 60 movement the first time, right?
Well,
Krug? Or was it
the first time I did, yeah.
Okay.
I had done move dash to get where I am now.
Right.
On this one though, I do when I get to fallen Glock, watching him about to get crushed and pancaked by this thing.
Yeah,
I think I have a healing potion.
Yeah, one movement will get you there.
Okay, so I'll get to him, and I think I have a healing potion that I could try to force feed him.
Sure.
To bring him back up.
Yeah. I will say that will probably consume your action to do so.
My action. Fair
Yeah.
enough. So I'll just
All right.
and I'm just slapping him like, no sleeping on the battlefield.
Go and roll 2d4 plus 2. And that's
Alrighty.
what Glock will.
Roll 2d4 plus 2. Oh!
Oh, look at that. 9 hit points
Pretty good.
restored as you're force fed this healing potion. As pillars
job, Dr.
slam
Brown.
down all around you.
He's gonna be like, ah! And then like look at the pillar that's coming down.
Wrong.
You still have a bonus action, Krug, if you'd like to use it for anything.
I think there's anything I can do with it, so that is the end of my turn.
All right, we're back to Glorg.
Okay.
You're still prone on the ground, crawling.
By your
Yep.
own choice.
Yes. Going to stand up with my snake shield helmet
Okay.
and then just start running.
Okay. Half movement to stand. You run 15 more feet.
15
So
feet.
so
So,
that's
where does
60.
15 feet put me?
So you're at 60 feet with your movement. You've got about 20 more feet to get to the end of the blades and into the pillars.
Action dash.
Action dash gets you right up to where you can see Krug and everybody standing as these pillars are just smashing down to the ground all around you guys.
And then, let me see, what do I have? A bonus action. Left, right. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Bonus action hide. cower under a stake head. Maybe the pillar won't
What?
see me.
Make a stealth check just for curiosity.
The pillar won't see you.
Don't
It
fuck
turns out the
yourself, guys.
pillar's vision is based on movement.
That's right.
Goblin logic.
It can also smell fear.
Well, just because I rolled that, where's my stealth? That's a 26.
Nice. No one has any idea you've moved up to them.
He disappeared.
Wow.
You're hiding behind
Is
a
that
couple
snake
other of the
this
pillars.
whole time?
That's yeah, the snake's like sitting there beside everybody. Oh, that's so good. Okay, on initiative count 20, you guys are all out of the blades, so they don't get any attacks on anybody. That brings us to stab.
Okay. Alright, so Glock is awake again, yeah?
He is.
I'm prone, but awake, yes.
Okay, alright, so I don't have to do my healing potion on you then. Alright, let's do this tactfully here. I'm gonna start running again.
Okay.
Cause Goblin Jesus help me, I've moved too far to turn back now. So I'm gonna move I'll move 30 with my movement.
Okay.
I guess as I continue to do this, before I expend certain pieces of my
Before
activity here,
before
after
you go on, make a dexterity saving throw
Yes.
for me, because the floor has been
Okay.
smashed here, and as you're running,
snap.
you're starting to slip, and the floor is kind of moving and breaking to pieces
Oh, crap,
underneath your
okay.
feet.
All right. Luckily, I am super good at those because I am a rogue. That is a 20, a dirty
Yeah.
20.
Yep, you can do your whole movement without falling flat on your
Okay.
face.
Okay. Do I see the end of the hallway yet?
Let's see. You do. It's about 40 feet away from
Okay.
you. You're 10 feet away from getting out of the pillars. And it seems like there's 30 more feet, and then you see a door, and you can see a small rat on the ground in the distance beyond
Okay.
the door.
So, but I only need to move 10 more feet to.
And you're out of the pillars.
Okay. We might as well not. Let's not take any chances here. I will use my bonus action to dash and move an additional 30 feet.
Okay. So I need you, as you do this, to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh,
As you
balls.
move into
Okay.
the
Oh,
end
actually,
of the hallway.
I'm somehow not terrible at that. Why? Okay. Okay, that's not terrible. That's an 18.
18. Something seems to be trying to be... It's just weird, this invasive feeling upon your mind. As if there's something trying to tell you you don't want to go through that door, but then it just like backs off. No, you're fine.
So I moved.
And you're only 10 feet away
60
from the
now.
door. Yep.
And the rat is through the door?
Yep, just on the other side of the door. Seems to be like regaining its
Okay, I
composure,
will,
getting itself to its
alright,
feet.
Then, yeah, I'm not gonna risk being in this hallway any longer. I will use my action to move the remainder of the way out of the door
Okay, so you're on the other side of the door now?
to where
as
the
well?
rat is.
Alright. Stab has made his way through the door. Excellent.
Criminy.
Bringing us Dagmir, the rat, inside the doorway. Dagmir, you can see 30 feet out.
Oh,
from
I
you.
see. Yes.
About 30 feet away from you. It's kind of like there's some stone steps that lead down, only about 3 or 4, and there's these elegant kind of banisters that are set up to the side with dwarven head sculptures on the end. Ahead of you, at the end of your vision, you can see a massive golden dwarven statue.
Shiny.
Really shiny. And
as a
around
bonus
it,
action,
you see a bunch of coin just laying all around it. There's even some gemstones like mixed in.
All right. As a bonus action, I, as a cranium rat, can illuminate. I can shed dim light from my big brain in a 5-foot radius.
Okay, just 5 feet around you. Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm a glowing rat with a huge head.
Glowing rat with a huge head. Yep. Stab, that's what you see down there next to you. You're
It's like a fantasy Roomba.
Is that just an ability you can do, or is that an action to do so, or anything like that?
That is a bonus action
Bonus
as a
action,
cranium rat.
Okay, so you still have a movement and an action.
Right. So I see these dwarven busts. Is it a full-size dwarf statue, or is it larger than life?
It's larger than life.
Larger than... How large? Yeah, give me an estimate.
15 feet high?
Oh, that's a big dwarf.
Yeah.
Even bigger, because I'm a rat.
And it looks like it's made out of pure gold.
Right. I am going to just transform back into myself.
Okay.
Remember.
And that changes your vision to 60 feet now, right?
It does, yes.
Okay.
Do I see anything different?
It seems to be some kind of elevated ledges to either side of this dwarven statue. And on the right side, you see a bunch of elegant pillows set up to the right side. And there seems to be a creature on one of those pillows. It looks like it has this massive body of some kind of animal, but then it has a humanoid type form that kind of raises up to it. You haven't.
Meow.
Yeah, it looks like kind of like almost like a cat-like or bear-like even body at the bottom, and the top half of a person wearing this interesting vest that comes down over their bare chest.
Yeah.
And then you just hear it start to clap.
I'll stop clapping as well.
Excellent.
As long as it keeps clapping, I'll keep clapping just like a few seconds longer.
Okay, perfect.
And so we're just applauding each other.
You're just applauding each other, yeah. It doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
It just allows you to applaud with it.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, perfect. All right, so that's Dagmar's turn as he's applauding in the room.
Yep.
Glock, you are laying under a pillar that looks like it wants to squash you.
I am going to use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And about how far to the end of this nonsense did I make it?
You got 40 more feet and you'll be out of the pillars.
I am dashing and using the rest, like all of my movement to just get to the end of the pillars.
So that'll get you out. But as soon as you get out of there, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Man, I'm real glad I chose an artificer with +0 to wisdom and no wisdom saving throw bonus.
Oh!
Have I soiled myself?
You
I got an
fight.
18. Oh,
You
God.
fight the fear of this doorway. as it tries to kind of just invade your mind.
All right. Well,
Yep.
I'm out of actions. Bonus action. I'm gonna bonus action hide.
And it looks like you're only about 25 feet away from like getting through the door at the end of your turn.
Okay.
All right. Initiative count 10 means that Krug and Glorg,
Yeah.
you guys are still in the pillars.
Okay.
Glorg, you hid from everybody else, but you can't hide from pillars. So I need you guys to make dexterity
I disagree
saves.
because I had no eyes.
God damn it, do I want that on a t-shirt? You can't hide from
You
pillars.
can't hide from pillars.
22.
22. Awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement. I may have just broken my desk chair.
Oh no.
Did you
You got
start?
excited. You got
That is a
excited.
14.
14. Krug.
I warned you about that.
You take. Well, let's start with Glorg on this one. Glorg, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone. Krug, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are still on your feet. But you're able to dodge most of the impact as it comes down. It just barely missed Glock as Glock got out of there and took off, and then slammed down. You were like, oh! It slammed you kind of on the shoulder a little bit.
Yeah. Oh.
And that brings us to you, Krug. Glorg, are you still up? Yep.
Yeah. He's now holding the remnants of what was a snake skull.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, I'm gonna do my best to just move dash as far as I can ahead.
Okay, move dash ahead. So you were 10 feet. I
Yeah.
need you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me as you're moving through the rough terrain.
A dex saving throw. Okay.
Yep.
And again, I've got my danger sense, so dex things that I can see are
Advantage?
advantage.
Oh, yeah,
23.
you have no problem moving. So you're moving 60 total feet,
Alright.
right?
Yep.
So that will bring you 10 feet from getting out of the door. I need you to also make a wisdom saving throw, as something seems to be trying to invade your mind.
Oh no. Oh, because I have a -1, but I still got an 18.
You guys have rolled really well on these wisdom
Wow.
saves.
Thank
You
Christ.
guys have
Except
fought
for me,
off
right?
Afraid of anything.
the fear of this
I was just-
doorway.
I was just moving too fast to stop.
The rat was at terminal velocity. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
We should maybe not celebrate until Blitz doesn't fail this and be forced to walk back to his death into pillars.
Glorg, it is your turn as we make it to the next
I have
initiative.
my movement to stand up.
Okay,
How far do I have to get out of here?
40 feet.
So technically, I should be able to make it if I make.
Mhm.
So, movement dash.
Okay, make a dexterity save against the rough terrain, as it's getting kind of slippy with those stones just being pieces under your feet.
Okay, that's not horrible.
Mhm.
Dex save. Ooh, plus. Really? I wish I had read that a moment ago. Okay. Dexterity saving throw is a 17.
17's enough. So you're able to get yourself 5 feet into the next zone where I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. As there's some aura in this part of the chamber that is not very nice.
Now,
Uh-oh.
That looked
do I hit this aura before I come out of the pillars,
It's
or
like
once I am
it's,
actually
it's
out of
right
them?
at the crease. It's like right at the edge of the pillars. Boom, it happens.
That's a 7.
Oh God!
The door looks to you like you're looking at it, and all of a sudden the door has teeth. And a tongue kind of starts to slather out onto the floor with this greenish, yellowish mucus all over its tongue. And it's like... And you get terrified of that door.
Well, I don't know. That doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would terrify him.
It looks like it wants to eat him.
You're thinking of like normal people terrified. I think you have to think outside the box.
The door has like a
Lord.
clean pair of clothes or something. It's like, no!
Yeah.
Okay.
It's offering him a
It's
haircut
like
in the shower.
Yeah.
Here-
Yeah.
Somebody with a
Here's
nice
the
warm
here's
batch
the
of
here's what
cookies.
happens. So, if a creature fails its saving throw, the creature becomes frightened by the rune, and it must immediately use a reaction to move its speed in the direction of the pillars.
30 feet back.
So 30 feet.
As you watch his bullet comes out again. No, you ain't on to me. Turns and runs the other direction.
Why is he
Glorg
away?
disappears into the pillars once again. Initiative count 20. You get nobody's in the blades, so stab. It's your turn.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, great, very nice. Yeah, we're all applauding each other. I'm gonna turn back to like look around to see if I can see any means by which to like deactivate the murder hallway.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, hey, not bad. 18. I think I have a +1 in investigation, so I think it gives me a 19.
18. Okay.
Yeah, so 19 total.
What's crazy about this is that even though parts of this you could tell were mechanical, there's something magical about this hallway that you can't seem to understand. It kind of escapes you, but you don't see any mechanical means. There's no off switch, there's no buttons, there's no triggers, there's no mechanisms that you can find looking all around on this side that can shut this hallway down.
Okay, well, Glorg's dead, everybody. There's nothing we can do.
You think
I just
with
wanted to
your
tell you that now.
investigation, with your 18, you think you might be able to go up to that banner if you can find a way up. It's 15 feet up, but you might be able to damage that banner up there.
That was my next move, was to get rid of that son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Throw a
No,
dagger.
No, what if you climbed up above it and then just like jumped down with a dagger and like Errol Flynn your way down it?
So the banner is 15 feet in the air.
It's 15 feet up above the big archway door opening there.
Do I see, like, is there a way that I think I can climb to get up there?
It looks like there's some areas that the stone is not perfect. You think you could try. It'd probably be hard to do, but you could give it a shot.
Okay, well, I mean, assuming that somehow miraculously Glorg manages to turn around and get back out of the slammers again without getting killed, let's try and give him as much help as we can, I suppose. Yeah, so I would like to try and climb. I'm gonna try and climb up there to see if I can't get at a height that I could cut that banner down.
Perfect. This will be an athletics check with disadvantage, just because it's going to be difficult to get enough handholds in a nicely. It's old, so there's some weathering, but it's Dwarven made. You can tell from the block. So
my first athletics roll is a 17.
Okay.
Which means nothing if the second one is terrible. The second one is a 10.
You do get about 5 feet up.
Oh, great. Don't worry,
your
guys.
first
8 minutes after Lord gets crushed to death, I'll take care of this. How is the not that it helps me now, but how is the actually maybe it does help me now. How is this banner attached up there?
It looks like there's a wooden post that looks somewhat rotten and a old rope that seems to be hanging from some kind of stake or metal rod that sticks out. You think you could possibly
maybe
throw a dagger up and cut it down.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Goblin Jesus is on my side today. I'll use my bonus action to
throw a dagger.
Throw a dagger.
Perfect. Go ahead and make a dexterity throw dagger attack.
Let's see, which dagger do I want to use for this? Not that one.
Choices,
That,
choices,
no,
choices.
that one doesn't look as aerodynamic. This one's my favorite. I don't want to risk losing that one.
You use Stabby Jr. the second.
I have fond memories attached to this one. Okay, we'll take
Have
take
I
a
ever
shot
told
with
you
this
about the
one.
Umbucker?
Okay, so this is a not great. That's a 14.
14 hits. And because the
Oh,
rope,
snap! Okay.
because the rope is so old
It's a curtain
and
rod,
kind of
it's not-
dry rotted and stuff, you slice the rope and the banner falls down onto the floor.
Excellent. How large is the banner?
Bigger than you.
How
Right.
large is the symbol that's on the banner?
Probably about 3 feet in diameter.
Are you gonna make a fear cape?
Listen, buddy.
He is now.
No, that is exactly what I was trying to do.
Do I tell
But you
how
ruined
to
the
set
element of
stuff on fire?
surprise.
Now you don't get assassinate.
I'm sorry.
Dibs on the fear cape. I'm out of things I can do this turn, though. So I
Excellent.
am done.
Excellent.
I will gather that up next round.
The blades don't do anything because no one's in them. And Dagmar, you're up. This creature is applauding you.
I'm still applauding back. Tell me more about what they look like.
They look like...
Is it a bear tar? Because that's what I was
No,
Carl was
I'll,
getting.
I'll show
Bear
you
tar.
what it looks like. Let me
Yeah,
look
it's like-
at it here. It looks like that.
A lion.
balls.
My word.
Is it a sphinx?
No, it is a D&D version of a Lamia, I believe.
That's it.
Oh.
Player knowledge, but
Yeah. That's what it looks like. And it's up there applauding you on these nice, soft, comfortable pillows. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, yeah. Thanks
Oh.
very much. Welcome to you.
What an enjoyable thing that was to see. Oh, what an entertaining moment that was. Fascinating.
Yeah, those
Would you-
pillows look mighty comfortable. Do you mind if I come up there with you?
I absolutely do.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm coming up there anyway.
Oh, you going up to the pillars?
Yeah, I want to.
You start walking up this like little
I wanna-
curved stone staircase, and it just looks at you and it starts stopping to applaud. I need you to stop right there.
I'll keep applauding.
I need.
No, sorry,
I
I can't.
I need you to stop. Stop.
No, not gonna
Stop.
happen. Sorry, sweetheart.
Stop.
No,
Stop.
no.
You are quite an interesting individual.
No,
So's your mom.
Dagmar, jeez.
What have you come here for?
Oh, you see, we're in the market, as it were, for a new place for our queen to live. And this place, let me tell you, it is ideal. It's perfectly situated between here and work, and
Oh my god.
you know, we're looking to it's a great school district for the little ones.
Property tax.
It's nearby our favorite grocery stores, and honestly, we're not going to pay any taxes, and this is perfect for it.
You know, I wouldn't mind having some others move in.
Yeah, we could be a tenant.
Absolutely. I think this
Yeah,
could be.
How much is your rent?
Oh, you know, it's just if I need something, you would need to do it for me.
Run some errands,
Yeah.
kill a few
yeah,
people.
Absolutely. Exactly that.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's totally within our wheelhouse, sweetheart.
That's
Hey, ask her if she can turn off the murder hallway, because it's currently killing Glorg.
As the pillars like coming down on it.
We do have one more back in the smashy bits.
Oh, I know. It's so fascinating and entertaining.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
You know what? I'm willing to put 10 platinum that he doesn't get out.
Oh. How much is a platinum for a gold? I've forgotten.
It's 10 gold per platinum. So basically, what's that? 100 gold that he's basically putting out there.
All right, I'll give you a platinum on that. I've got. He reaches down like into his trousers and pulls out one of those purple gems.
Let's just see how this goes. You know,
this is about a platinum, right?
It's unfortunately there, small green one. I would rather not turn off the hallway.
All right. Well, we'll just see if he makes it, and if I win, you give me the platinum and an extra special deal on the rent, eh?
It sounds great. Sounds great.
Oh yeah, first month, last month sort of a thing.
This is great. I have not had company in such a long time. This is great. I'm so entertained. This is so exciting.
You seem like a very upstanding person. I'm really happy to start this deal. Let's watch and see if he gets out.
Oh yeah, let's do so.
Yeah. And I just kind of settle myself on the pillows next to her and just watch.
Yes.
There's absolutely going to be a brown streak on those pillows when he stands up.
Glock.
I pull out a bag of dried mushrooms and I start munching.
Glock, the banner is no longer up, so you don't feel any evasiveness on you, as you are only about 10 feet away from the door.
So, the sequence of events happened is, I watched, Stab struggle with, climbing, and then he just stabbed it at a distance, and is now looking longingly at the pile of stuff.
Yes.
And I watched Glorg, walk in and, like, Abe Simpson it out, and just, like, walk
right back into the pillars, yes.
Alright.
A full, 30 feet back into the pillars.
Yeah. I am confused. It seems like there's a conversation going on in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to use Goblin Brain, and I'm just going to shoot at the pillar mechanism and see if that does anything.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shoot at the pillars, whatever I can see, just from where I'm at.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack against it.
We are gonna shoot it. It is very loud.
I'm gonna use my solution to everything.
He wants to make sure the grill marks are nice and even on Glorg after it smashes it.
I would like to use my inspiration for this.
Okay.
I have an inspiration, so I'm gonna do that with advantage. If I can. Actions, pistol. We're going to do it with advantage. It should have been 2.
Yep, it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so the higher is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, you aim, take a shot. You hear as it hits the pillar, it takes a big chunk out of it. But the bullet ricochets, and you hear it go, and ricochet a couple more times, and that's all that seems to happen.
Well, I'm out of ideas. I'm just gonna walk up the stairwell and see what's going on inside.
Oh yeah. You walk in through the door. It seems like Dagmar is up there sitting next to this creature, and they are kind of the creature's got its arms like this on one of the pillows, like looking out into the hall, and Dagmar is just sitting there too. Like, and there's this pile of money sitting in front of them, and they're just looking. That's it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is that a no? on the squish?
I know for what?
I think she.
What is your
I
friend
think she
saying
wants
to
to
me?
see what's going to happen. Oh, he's wondering if you're going to stop it, and I'm going to tell him that it's a hard no on the stopping. But can we try to help him?
Oh, of course. I think that'd be highly entertaining.
Right.
Please do. Please.
I will. I'll tell my friend. Yeah. She's not going to stop him, but we can try to get him out. If he gets out alive, we get an extra little bonus on the rent.
Well, I am out of things to do as I have shot one of the pillars and it did nothing. So, give me a second to think about what to do.
You turned it into a nice spike that's going to drive into my skull.
It's piercing damage now. That's all I can do on my.
Initiative
all
count
I can
10. That's when I need the dexterity save from Glorg, as he is in the pillars, and they're trying to squash him. Oh no!
Natural one. Natural one.
8.
8. Good thing is I rolled low. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked prone. As these pillars are...
I'm alive.
You're alive? You're still up? Okay.
What?
I started the hallway with 42.
Oh, gosh.
Single digits. But I'm alive.
The creature next to you, Dagmar's like, oh, that was close. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's so great.
Was a close one.
Oh, doesn't this bother you, seeing your friend get squashed by a bunch of pieces of massive stone in the hallway? I mean, it doesn't bother you?
Honestly, this is just another Wednesday for him.
Oh, that's so great. You guys, I'm so glad you all came to visit me today. This is so extraordinary.
What day is it? Is it Wednesday?
I don't know. You don't know what day it is?
He keeps track of that sort of thing.
Krug, it's your turn.
All right, I had run into the next room a little bit.
Yep, you were 25 feet away from the door, so you could go either way. You saw Glorg run back into the pillars.
That's right, and then he got
slammed.
Yeah. I'll yell, "Hurry up! Stop delaying out there!" And then I'll go catch up with.
So you're going into the room?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one. Made it in. Oh, wow. It's just anticipating what's happening in the hallway.
Guess that's all I can do.
That's all Krug's gonna do. Okay.
Yep.
That brings us.
I'll hold an action that if it's hostile, I will chuck a hand axe at it.
Okay.
But
sure. Held action, chucking a hand axe. Gotcha. Glorg, I need. Let me
Half movement to stand back up.
Have to stand back up. Let me double check something really fast.
Oh.
Okay.
I think
you can use an action to remake a wisdom save against your fear.
Even though I cut the banner down, he's still feared.
Well, you know what? The source of his fear would no longer be present, so I would say no, you are no longer feared. So you can use your half movement to stand up, and you can move in any direction.
Okay, now, so stand up. Basically movement, and then action dash.
Okay.
And as I get to the doorway and it's on the ground, do I have that same reaction with it there? Because I won't have an action to stop it at that point.
I do need you to do me a favor. Running through the rough terrain, you still need to make a dexterity saving throw to get out of the pillars.
Moment of truth.
Okay, hold on. Let me, where are you? Okay.
It's your luckiest die.
My little dragon court.
All right.
What color?
Come on, sponsor!
Exclamation point, little dragon.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Show me some love, little dragon. don't want to die. It's a single digit on the die.
Oh, God.
You said Dex,
That's
right?
promising.
Dex.
14.
You slip, and you fall flat
Oh.
on your face, about 15 feet away from being out of the pillars.
It's like he's so close. And then-
God. You almost made it. You needed a 15.
Burn the last half of my movement to stand back up and.
Okay. You're standing up and 15 feet away from the edge of the pillars.
Oh.
Stabby stab. That brings us to you.
Okay. So I'm standing. I'm in the hallway because I had to come back out for the banner. How far away am I from where Glorg is?
So it would take you 25 feet to get to the pillars, plus an additional 15 to get to him. So that's what?
Okay.
40.
40 feet.
Nope. That's fine. I'm gonna walk 25 feet to the pillars.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my 50 feet of hempen rope.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Hey. For the love of sweet baby goblin Jesus, don't miss this. And I'm gonna throw him the end of my 50 foot of rope
Okay.
with my
Perfect.
action.
Perfect. I would like you to make a dex check. And I would also like Glorg to make a dex check.
Just like dex plus dex modifier, right?
Yeah, just add your dex.
That is a.
I quit.
Oh no.
The one.
One.
Jesus. Well, mine was 14. It's 17.
Great, great. The rope hits him right in the face.
Cool. Okay.
And falls down
Good,
in
at
his
least I have
feet.
good
It
aim.
doesn't. It's not in his hands, but it's laying there in front of him. He seems to be so disoriented from the fear and getting slammed by all these pillars that he doesn't quite get what you're doing until the rope hits him in the face.
Okay, he is 15 feet into the pillars.
Yes.
Okay, you son of a bitch. All right. Okay. I will use my bonus action to dash, allowing me to use an additional 30 feet of movement.
Yep.
Which should allow me to get 15 feet to the world's least charismatic human being goblin that I've ever seen.
Before you do this.
And then,
Before you do
yes,
this.
I will make a dexterity
No,
save.
no, I'm not talking about that. When you,
Oh, okay.
if you're talking about grabbing someone and dragging them out, that will be half movement from then on. Because
Which means I should be able to move 15 feet back out and get us both out of the pillars.
well, you have 30 feet
Right.
from when you begin to dash, right? So you dash in 15 feet, and then at that point it
15
becomes
to
half.
him.
So you have 15 left, but it's half
Oh.
movement. So you'll be 10 feet in, about 7.
Okay,
8
then
feet
what I
into
have
the
done does
pillars.
not
Alright,
make sense.
it's
So
alright,
okay,
I got a plan.
Yeah.
I got a plan.
okay, then I will do not that. I have thrown my rope to him. He did not catch it.
No, no. If you do what you said, I've got something.
Why would you do that? It's so
Yeah, I don't see
entertaining.
how
Why
that
don't you
makes-
just? Why don't you
I don't
just
see how
let
that
him-
makes sense for me. To
I
do
think he should just
Okay.
go into the pillars and help his friend.
All right. Yeah. No, I'm not going into the pillars.
No.
I,
Damn, go into the pillars. I'll save you.
I'll just see how this plays out because I think this is highly entertaining.
okay. How long ago did I meet you? Like an hour and a half.
Hey, would a goblin lie to you?
Yeah, that's enough. I mean, that's enough. For me to
Technically,
trust
it's
that
been a
he's
couple
probably got
days
my
because you had to
back.
travel here, so
okay.
so you guys have known each
Oh,
other for a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
days.
Yeah, we've gained a camaraderie.
Jesus. Okay. What are you? Sorry. Before I
Hmm?
Oh no, I have to use my bonus action. Okay.
Mhm.
What are your What are your rules on if I throw my healing potion like as hard as I can at Glorg?
Like, will some of it get in his mouth?
Like if I hit him in the head with it.
The way he's
No,
rolling,
I-
I wouldn't recommend it.
I will leave. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I will leave the end of the rope out of the pillars.
Okay.
I will bonus action dash
Okay.
to run into the pillars.
Sure.
Grab Glorg and the rope.
Okay.
And then use the whatever it is,
Half of
7
15,
feet or whatever I can
7 feet,
move.
yeah. Sure.
Moving as we are moving, I am incorporating this motion into our movement where I am backing up with him and doing this
Okay.
so that
Perfect.
we get 7 feet back, but also the rope is like looped around us twice in case we do get pillared. Somebody
Smart.
can just
Yeah.
pull us the rest of the way out.
Oh, nice.
It's a good idea.
You know, you're just gonna
Good
get yo-yoed back into the.
Yeah, yo-yoed back into the pillars.
Well, let's hope not. There's a couple of people before then, so.
That is what I have done. I imagine our faces are like this close together. I'm like, I can't believe I had to do this to save you.
Dagmare, it's your turn.
Listen, after we're done with this, you're gonna heal up a little bit. You're gonna rest. I don't want to kill you, but I am gonna stab you one time. I need you to know that.
It's like in Deadpool 2, where he's like hugging Cable. It's like, is that a knife in my leg? That's a knife in your leg. Right. Dagmare is gonna turn to Lalamia and go, "You're gonna love this." And he casts Thorn Whip. And I cast Thorn Whip, and I grab that rope, and I pull them 10 feet. The rest of the way.
What's the range on your spell?
30 feet.
You'll have to move off the pillars and down to where Glock is to do it, but you could do that.
I'll do that. I'll move
Okay.
down to Glock, and I'll
Okay.
cast Thorn Whip to grab the hold of that rope and pull them out.
Okay, go ahead and I think roll for your Thorn Whip attack, and we'll see if it hits the.
Let's see.
The rope is
That's a
still.
15.
Oh yeah, definitely. So you.
Oh, the
grab
rope has an AC of 19. I'm sorry.
it
It is wearing plate mail.
It's a magic roll.
I believe it pulls the rope. It pulls the rope how many feet?
10.
10 feet. Okay. You pull them 10 feet out of the pillars. It does start to yo-yo a bit, but it pulls you guys enough out that as soon as you guys come out of the pillars, you're no longer wrapped up in the rope. So you're just like standing there hugging each other.
Kind of spin them like a little top.
That's right.
Do I take the damage?
Adorable.
No, the thorn. No.
The rope is on the rope.
It hit the
Thorn
rope.
whipped the rope.
Okay.
Yeah, he hit the rope,
Yeah.
and it pulled the
Making
rope.
sure that matters.
Yep, the thorn whip like wrapped around the
Who
rope
are
and
you
then
talking
tugged you guys out of
Who
it.
are you talking to?
Let's be clear. His original plan was absolutely to thorn whip one of us.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's make sure.
That's also
Let's make sure
good.
we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
That was also
Oh, I
true.
thought
was
it was
gonna do
oh my
this.
god, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get thorn whipped and I'm gonna die to a thorn whip.
That's it. That's what finishes
I
you
was
off.
gonna-
Yeah.
I was gonna Thorn Whip Stab since Stab had a hold of you, but he stabbed through the rope out, so all I had to do was grab the rope.
Well, guess what? You probably would have killed Stab with the thorn whip too. So I'm just be happy that it all worked out the way it did. Because old Stab's not looking so great.
We're all alive. We're all doing fine.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make your way out of there. I'm gonna take you guys out of initiative order because
Nice.
it seems like the threat has been dealt with this moment. You guys are in this chamber.
Glorg is just sort of, as he starts getting himself discombobulated from Stab, is just going to reach up and give him a quick sort of, bit of a clap on the face.
I got you, buddy. You do have to name your next pet after me. That is the conditions of my saving you.
That's
Stab.
heal
Stab,
for
stab.
3.
Yeah, Stab. The pet is gonna be next episode of this game.
Well, that's such a
Heal
shame.
for 3.
Ugh, I
3
guess.
HP.
I guess I'm out of this, and she, the figure
I
slides
get
slides the platinum over to you, Dagmar. 100
Thanks very
or
much.
10 platinum, or was it 10 platinum, or yeah, it was 10 platinum. I think I put on there.
10 plat, yeah.
10
I'll flip it in the air and snatch it.
Okay. Oh, well, that was very entertaining. Your friend here says that you are looking for a place to call home. That's convenient. I would love you to all stay with me.
Sounds great.
Is it
We,
fit for a queen?
Oh, you said... Oh, that's right. Are you bringing your queen here?
Yeah, we'll be bringing our queen, a few cousins,
Well,
brother, sister, just a few extra.
Great. You don't think she will mind not being queen, right?
I think she might take a little umbrage at that. Why?
Well, see,
She's not queen of you. She's queen of us.
Absolutely, yes. I would definitely not call her my queen.
Right.
This seems like a thing
So
that
she
should
could
be
still-
worked out by diplomats, and we are decidedly
Yeah.
hired goons. So maybe
Yes.
maybe we leave the negotiations to somebody else at a later date than this.
Yeah.
Well,
Perhaps,
Before we incite a
we
fight
can
with
work
this
that
tiger lady.
that's fine. Why don't you? Perhaps I could compose some type of letter that you could take back to your queen. Would that
Sounds
sound
great,
good?
Tiger Mom.
What did you call me?
Oh, sorry. It was a slip of the tongue. It's
Oh.
a goblin thing. It means it's a hard compliment.
Oh, very good, very good. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Let me just. She stands up, and you can see the form kind of go over to the other side, where you can see there's like other kinds of furniture over there. It looks like even maybe a large desk and some tables and other things. And it looks like she gets out this parchment and unrolls it, and looks like an ink quill, and starts to write things down as you guys are kind of free to mill about in this area. There's a bunch of coin laying out there. You even see like a pair of boots like sitting covered in some coin. Looks like some gemstones lying around. What would you guys be doing? while it seems like she's writing?
I'm stuffing the tapestry into my backpack while she's got her back turned to us.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand roll on that.
Does anyone know? Can Queen Gum Gum read?
Dirty 20 on the sleight of hand.
Oh, good. That's a success. You were able to get it into your bag.
You're muted, Matt.
Ow! No, I don't think so. But Queen Gum Gum Ant have no smart people read.
She's a queen. We can find someone to read it to her.
She have ant. Ugly ant.
Right.
The dwarven statue. Is there anything like on it, like written?
Doesn't appear so. This looks like a very nicely. If you imagine in the Hobbit movie, whenever they have that massive dwarven golden statue that seems to dissolve into smog, kind of resembles that in a way. But it's
by the way,
not that big. It's a little bit smaller.
By the way, Michael, I've got like just a few more minutes left in me.
I know. We're wrapping up now.
Cool.
Yep. But eventually, this creature finishes up this parchment, rolls it up into and puts it into kind of like in a scroll tube, and then goes to takes it to Dagmar and hands it to Dagmar. Take this to your queen.
Will do. What's your name, by the way?
My name. What was it that you called me earlier? What is it, Tiger Mom?
Tiger Mom.
Harold Baskins?
Just call me Tiger.
Carol Baskin.
It seems
the
like
lady's name is Carol Baskin.
seems like she doesn't seem to want to give you her name. She gives you she allows you.
gives me
She's okay
a
with.
name.
She goes. She's okay with Tiger Mom.
Tiger Mom.
Tiger Mom, are you gonna?
Yes.
Mum.
They're gonna turn off the.
Fine.
Do you think so you can go back out?
Does
As
she
soon as we're
speak?
gone, you can turn it right back on.
Fine.
She does. Does she seem to speak Goblin? By the way,
She's
it
speaking
seemed like she
common.
didn't before.
She's all common.
Okay, so like she just asked that question, and she does not appear to understand him. Glock, that is, or yeah, Glock.
Glock is talking in Goblin.
I was speaking in common.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
Somebody
I
had
guess I guess I would have been speaking in Goblin.
somebody said something in Goblin to her earlier, and she didn't see him. I'm just trying to like clarify. She does not appear to speak Goblin.
She's
as far
only
as we
she's
know,
only
right?
speaking to you guys in common.
Right.
Okay,
I'll
I
speak
thought
Goblin.
somebody like asked her a question, and she was like, "What did they say?" And he had to translate earlier. Did I misinterpret something?
Oh, I think that
Yeah,
was
she
more
was
just a.
Just an RP asking a question kind of deal. It wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't because she didn't understand. As
Gotcha.
Yeah,
maybe
if
she
she's
just
been
didn't
talking-
understand the
talking in
terminology of just.
So we
Probably
have
wrong.
said stuff to her in Goblin, and she has appeared to understand that. As far as we can tell, she does at least understand us, even if she won't speak in
I
Goblin.
just assumed you guys were all talking in common, so she was just talking in common.
I don't speak. I don't speak Common at all.
Okay,
Yeah,
well then
so-
she doesn't understand a darn thing you said.
I'll talk for you.
If she's been
You
talking
talk
common,
and she just looks at you and then
asking
talks to somebody else. She just turns and talks to somebody else.
All right. Thanks. We'll take this back to our queen, and we'll be right back. We'll have our people
Okay.
talk to your people.
All right, so she does. It seems like she begins to do something strange with her hands and says some kind of strange incantations. And there's a flash from the hallway for temporarily, and all the pillars stop moving. And you guys walk back out. of the
Glorg
bird.
is sprinting.
Sprinting. It's Glorg running through the
He makes
hall.
It's just
Glorg
booking
makes
it.
Usain Bolt look like Molfen.
And to wrap up our session, you guys make your way all the way back to Queen Gum Gum with this scroll tube. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Fit for a Queen.